Showtime. Flat Earth British, martinliedtke speaking. Welcome to Flatterday. Flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, let me just check my comms in order. Oh, that sounds fantastic. So how are you all? I'm glad things are improving. It's been a strange month, I know, but things definitely are on the mend. Don't know if it's that Mercury retrograde thing that they always go on about, but definitely things are on the improvement, on the vibrational quality, etc. It has been a very confusing time of late, but I think we're basically being tested, aren't we? You know, did you pass the test? We'll have a word with God later, see if that's the case. Okay, watching all. So, no, really. So we're going to have a fantastic night tonight, guys. It's going to be a classic Flat Earth British. It's going to be one that's going to feel strange. It's going to feel unexpected. It's a bit brutal on the Brian, if I'm honest with you, but it is the continued conclusions, okay, of our logical thinking here on Flat Earth British. Now, Flat Earth British, we've always, I guess, part of the Flat Earth British ethos is that myself and Lee Febbage have always thought that we would like to be able to cure death and suffering in this realm by exposing the matrix. But that might not need to be the case, because are they dead already? We'll have a little look into that. Are the dead really, really dead? Well, I talked to my mother in my Brian. Okay, she's been dead for 3 years. And I sort of hear her voice back. So either that's me constructing it through, like, you know, psychological convenience and comfort, or I'm actually hearing it. Now, how many times have you been to a cemetery? Okay, and you've seen people standing by their loved ones over the gravestone and carrying out a conversation with complete conviction that their relatives can hear them. Can the dead hear us? Well, with this unveiling of the whole bullshit show that it is, there's really beautiful things shining through, guys. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful affair, the whole thing. Once you touch upon it, it starts to become very, very magical indeed. The awakening goes through different stages. I've been on a roller coaster personally myself because of my, I guess, what I do in it. I'm like, you know, constantly getting like the old why the fuck me buzz going on. But I'm happy about it because I'm glad that I do things that I do because I trust me. Anyway, now, which is all we ever got, by the way, is the now. So what we're going to do in here now, guys, on Flat Earth British, it's 297. You just shit out of nowhere. It's just, oh, this happens. I don't know. But you guys are psychic. I can sense it, okay? Because you know something is going to go down here tonight on Flat Earth British, don't you? Sort of psychically, spidey senses are tingling, aren't they? Okay. Well, it's going to be fantastic juices, okay? Like absolute juices from beginning to end. Okay, so get comfortable, get all of the comfy things that you need for a good night's Brian splattage and have a little giggle along the way. Okay? Sound like a good plan? Okay, you know it makes sense. So, it's getting very, very exciting. Very exciting on the Flat Earth British realm. With the announcement, I've splattered all over Flat Earth British channels, including the Celtic Totarian channel, the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel, all over Facebook, all over IG, everywhere. That tickets are now available for the Flat Earth British UK Tour 2022. Yay! And Flat Earth British Convention, which is looking to be very, very juicy indeed. In fact, all of this is going to be fucking biblical. I'm getting extra excited because we just found out that our very own Moonbeamage, our precious Moonbeamage, who is in the chat right now, has booked airplane tickets and is going to Flat Earth British, Holy Grail, the Great Reset Convention on Easter Saturday. What? So I hope some of you other people over the pond will fly over as well. Okay, and don't miss this flatastic experience. Yeah, get on that plane, book them tickets, come over and see us. Yeah, and then maybe later in the day, if all things start to go the same again, which I doubt, I'll come over there and visit you. So let's have a give you all a few shoutages. Yay, Moonbeam, indeed, Frankie dear, isn't it exciting? And she'll be able to hook up with Hippie Shake. Can you imagine it? I know. Just like magic. Pixie Dust makes all this magic happen. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's exciting. We'll have a little look at that. The advert is, as I said, splattered all over the internet, and will be more adverts incoming. But there are some really juicy updates concerning people who are attending, what we got going on. There's new videos being made. I'll show you a bit of one now, but I got like double copyright strike when I showed them yesterday, so there won't be any music coming out with it. But I'll give you a little idea, and then we're going to get straight into the juice, okay, guys? Because there's going to be a lot to cover. I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to try and elaborate my Brian as best I can, okay, and my thoughts, or the thoughts of the collective, actually, of the Flat Earth British collective. Okay, currently. Adam Cameron, good to see you. Keep calm. I'm trying. We'll ask God by all later. Duck and cover, good to see you. So yeah, what are we going to in store for you today in this few hours long? I know they are long, but if you think, why is he doing them long? Why don't he make them in small juicy segments? Well, all you got to do really is press pause and come back later and watch the next segment and stuff. You know, like part 1, part 2 over the week. Yeah, no. Aurora, just saying. Suggestion. Jewish Samaritan, good to see you. Give him that cross back. Deco dude. No one likes a do-gooder. Fascinating. Well, we're going to have a section later of Jesus H. Christykins. Now, you know I'm a massive fan. We're going to have a little section of that later and see what he's gotten up to in the last 1,000 or so years or whatever. Okay? Steve Dickinson, yeah, stop going on about that flu. It's not real. All of it was just a cold. It's all been bullshit. Just like pretend it's in 2090. It's the same as that. Do you get it? Steve Rosie, Hippie Shake. I know. Hey, lovely Teresa. And Jennykins, who is our very delightful and love in the midst, who brings love and a special vibration and quality flavour of classiness to our Flat Earth British chattage. Simoa, are you lovely bandana? My thing tonight in Ottawa, it's going to be wild. So I guess you're on about all that big convoy, aren't you? I got a big 10-4 on that convoy. Get a nice little buzz watching all them people standing up while sitting down, weirdly. Gives you sort of hope, doesn't it, and faith. Although a lot of people say it's bullshit, psyop, etc., but I don't know. I think it's like it gives you faith, you know, and people watching. I think, yeah, you know, this is our moment of humanity. This is when we stand up and we say, no fucking more, we don't consent. You gotta go, because that's what really needs to happen here, guys. Is everybody just needs to find the courage to be able to do this. What are they gonna do? Kill every motherfucking last one of us? Because that's all everyone's scared of, really, aren't they? Guys, they just roll out a wall and fucking bomb the shit out of you if they want. You want to consider that. Ryan Evans. How do I know? Nothing new under the sun. They got sort of a handbook of how they roll this shit out. Have a look what comes next. Just saying. Brian. What a dad, Brian. Another Welsh brother of mine. Del Gibbs. Good to see you, beautiful earthlings. Love from Australia land. Psycho Dave, who's my brother. Something will go on and the vibe goes up. It's going to be magical tonight because of what I'm about to say. And Carl Garrison, it's like the never-ending story, this, isn't it? Everything we sort of think about and uncover just becomes real. Glyph, Dawn, if it wasn't already. Lindsay, my dearest Lindsay, lovely. You just had a hangout with Manage. Who's Manny? Crystal Collins, good to see you. Doctor Who, yeah, he's behind me. Now, see Hank. You may see Hank behind me. He's my brother, as you know. He was in the Mujahideen, but basically he's joined the IRA now. He said that the Mujahid, he said they got basically the IRA are offering better holiday and pension plans, and they do healthcare as well. Plus, he said with a Mujahideen, he wasn't really up on all the suicide bomber training. He said in the IRA, they get to go home at night after suicide bombing intelligently, which is what they weren't practicing really in, the Mujahideen or the Ba'ath Party or whatever he was in last week. It's all hush hush. You don't tell me. Huh? So, yeah, I know he's got an erection. Yeah, that will be permanent. It's not going to go, okay? Like I said, guys, he's Hank the Wank. He's got a name for a reason, okay? He does have like violent protein spikes now and again. They get a bit messy, I got to be honest. But yeah, he's on his coming up to his fourth booster. He's had all the others twice. Fucking junkie. He's got needle fixation, isn't it? So is that a jab? He's like that. But he's dead, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Let's move on. Blue sky. Anyone else getting buried in the snowstorm? Oh, you got me all sweaty there, blue sky. Is anyone else getting buried in the apocalypse? Tommy, Eva Green. Steve. Oh, you got to laugh, guys. You got to laugh, really, haven't you? The bullshit that we got to put up with in life, despite all of the weirdness they terrorize with from fucking the off. They've been out to kill us since day one. If not you, they have definitely me. Whatever. What a fucking clown show. And everyone's going to fucking see it. And we know what happens to the guilty, these treasonous motherfuckers, because history has shown us what happens to them all. Retro. Moonbeam. Bring back Hank the Wank on top. Oh, he's come in. I want to get hold of a ventriloquist on me anyway. I want him to be my news anchor, reporting on all the shit hot stuff that happens on my tour, working on it. He's going to be called Rude Boy or Rudy Rude Boy. It's because he's going to have basically, he's a rude boy. Yeah, man. He's a rude boy. So, hiya, fairies. Good to see you, lovely. So, we're going to get stuck straight into the juicage. I'm just going to show you something concerning. I'm not going to show you the volume and all of that. Hey, Lizzo, click. Yeah, I'm going to fix my Zippo. Loads going on. I'm going to have to try and elaborate my thoughts. So, yeah, we're going to cover in this. Excuse me. Mind Earth. Okay. We're going to talk about the matrix or the function of this matrix. Okay. Now, I'm not here. I'm not here with you, really. None of us are really here. Even in the sense that your apparent vision is projecting a small image of the perception of your outside world in a small screen, maybe on the back of your mind, and proving that you are not in your room. The room is in you, or this mind. But if you get down to, science will tell you there's nothing there. Science, in the quantum mechanical sense, will say there's nothing out there but quantum possibilities. Foaminess of quantum possibility. There's nothing really there. The atoms, none of them ever actually connect with one another at all. If you get down to the Planck level, well, then it all gets weirder again, if that was real. So science will tell you there is nothing there. So where are we? Because we are not this. Well, we exist on a higher realm, not here. My soul, okay, it's not in the physical world, aka I don't reside in the physical world. But therefore, I am getting messages, sort of, from my higher self constantly on how to orientate and navigate this place. And there is something in you with us, or with me, that tips me off when shit go down. And what's that all about? Cognitive abilities. The ability to see an outcome before it happens. Psychicness? Science is fake. It's all bullshit. They can't prove anything in the quantum fucking realm, especially down on a Planck level. It's just fucking ridiculousness anyway, all of it. Okay. It's indistinguishable, is what they tell you it is. Just like the germs. You can't fucking see them. You know why? Because it ain't fucking there. So, we're not here. Where are we? Is it like the Matrix film that we exist in some sort of glass box? Just batteries, energy sources through life and through death. They are running a piss poor copy of the simulation we were in before. I'm not getting fooled by it. It's nothing like it. Doesn't taste like it, don't look like it, don't smell like it. It's reminders of my childhood. It's what it is. Now, how can that be? There's something deeper going on that everyone's missed, wouldn't you say? So, I'm going to just show you the awesomeness that's happening this year on Flat Earth British. You want to hook up with yours truly, hang out with us, do mud flood tourish and a whole load of things planned besides on the Flat Earth British tour. This is your chance to come to a town and city near you. We're going to come to you this time, so you don't have to travel too far. And we're going to go the length and breadth of Britain. It's going to all be fantastic. So if I just share screen a minute, and I'll just show you this quickly before we get stuck into the juice, let a few more peeps pile in, and on with the show. I am Mel. So yeah, there's the fantasticness lined up. So we have the tour, okay, and then we have the convention with Mark Devlin's going to be doing something fantastic. He's doing, because he got his new book, Musical Truth, and I've got a little inkling of where it's going. I'm super duper looking forward to that. And our beloved Dave, our FE television star that we're also proud of, Dave, because he's a fantastic truther. And we're going to be, this is basically the India's showing you that all of these motherfuckers have exactly the same news narrative no matter what country they're in, showing that they're all in it together. So we have Alex Michael, who is Conspiracy Mystic Guru, who's going to perform music for us because he's in Spain land, unless he wants to jump on a plane. And going to perform for us live on Flat Earth British. We worked out the itineraries, who's going to be presenting where and when on the day. And then Canva Autodidactic. We got Jennykins, who's Truth Seeker 67 as well. She's going to be joining us. I know I've known Jen for maybe 7 years now. And other people coming in as Canva, my brother. We discuss Canva later. We'll get to this banana issue. Okay, I think I found a solution for everybody involved in this fiasco. Okay, and this is what we're doing. The dates and all of the links are below in the descriptions box. Okay, guys, I'll link one up to you now for tickets that are out from yesterday, and they're going like hotcakes. I got to be honest, I got very surprised by the response. I'm just like, wow, everyone's so super duper excited. They really, really want this. So starting off in my first city year, Hippie Shake, all the rest are coming. Yeah, loads of friends are coming. It's going to be a party, that one, guys, because it's my city. Okay, then on to Turkey. I am well Turkey connected. I mean, I know people in Turkey. That's going to be fantastic. Okay. On to Glastonbury, same there. I know everyone in Glastonbury. That's going to be fantastic. On to Bath, Lincoln Cathedral, Lincoln, York, York Minster, Whitby, Steampunk Seaside Resort. So Candy Floss, Pickled Herrings, and Dressed Like a Goth. I don't know. Newcastle, Valdis, who's in chat now, he's going to think he's going to Newcastle or Edinburgh, one or the other. He sent me stonking photographs of Edinburgh this week. I'm super duper excited about that. And Rosslyn Chapel to end the old show, and a little bit we're off to somewhere local, maybe, because in the area of Rosslyn Chapel, after the hour-and-a-half tour, we might actually get banned from the local pub pretty quickly, I'm thinking. So this is a good bit. Anyone who's sent in their bookages pictures, okay, you're in this, Mel. Take a look at this. Who's that? Who's there? And there's there's Johnny, who's part of Hibbler Productions, my brother. And there's Alex Michaelich. And there's Manny with his dad protesting. And there is our lovely Lindsay. There's Ganja Crops. There's Lex, there's Doodage, there's Doodage, there's Kids Intellectuals, and there's Regina. And Moonbeam Midge. There's Moonbeam Midge. Okay, not Regina. There's Moonbeam Midge. We are going to be able to, we're going to look after you, Moonbeam Midge. I don't know if you're ever going to be able to go back to America. Maybe you should just write a long letter to your husband. Say, I may be gone some time. We're not letting you go. Okay, so that's what's happening in a very near future. Keep a look on all Flat Earth British channels, all my community pages, my IG, my Facebook. There'll be information coming out daily. There's so much more being added to this along the way. It's really, really fantastic. Are you looking forward to that? Okay. And Jade will be presenting. I'll be presenting at the convention. Epic Dave, and Mark, Devlin, I know. So we got this nailed, haven't we? Oh, and fuck me, Ross, Hidden Histories, British Hidden Histories, my broski, my Welsh broski, Ross, is going to be presenting, and he's going to be coming on the tour as well. He's going to start an all in Cardiff. He's going to talk to us all about the resting place of Joseph of Arimathea, who's like related to Jesus show. Was he? Yeah, no. Said I was a big fan. I don't know, Nora. We'll have to see how you behave. I know. I'm so annoying. Oh, this fam there. Good to see you, my brother. Squirrel Sniper, good to see you as well, my friends. You done me a lovely, well, us, a lovely FEB sculpture, which will be presented later in Pics of the Day. Pics of the Day are funny kins as well. Get prepared. Oh, they tickle me when I go through them, I gotta be honest. There's Avidas. We're in Chinatown, Newcastle, getting high. Everyone feeling the love in Newcastle. Well, I'm looking forward to going there then. Sounds fantastic. Ooh, all I know about Newcastle is I'll be the same pet. Yeah, that's all I know. That's how I learned to speak Geordie, was from I'll be the same pet. Hi Dean, good to see you. Scott Nash. If you don't know I'll be the same pet in America land, watch it on fucking YouTube. It's fantastic. Nothing better. Not as good as Boys from the Black stuff though. Yozza Hughes, I can do that. Fucking good old Yozza Hughes. Bernard Hill. I think he's brown bread as well. I think somebody said that the birds out of the Cardigans had died this week, which I felt really sorry for, because I really like the girl from the Cardigans. Not as much as the girl from Maloko, but I really like the girl from the Cardigans. She's brown bread, apparently. She must have been fucking young. Yeah, they've been popping off like fuck, haven't they, lately? Wow, I saw this fucking bad vibe going down. He takes notice, isn't he? I bet he was wearing masks. Gareth, I'm not unfeeling and unkind. This is the Buddha way. It's not my reality to worry about them. Listen, I'm convinced now at this stage of the game. I've been around a long fucking while, guys, and I can tell you, I don't think all of them got souls. I've encountered people in my life, they just like dead eyes. Like, I've met proper psychopaths in my time, guys. And I tell you what, you look into their fucking eyes, there ain't nothing in there. There ain't nothing going on in there, guys. It's just like really spooky. And I think to myself, you ain't got a fucking soul. I'm just saying, maybe some of them haven't got souls. So we're going to look into that. Are the dead really dead? This may give some comforts to some people who've lost relatives and stuff, because I really do feel that I talk to my dead relatives, and I feel that they hear me, and I feel that they communicate back. And I feel this is the case with our ancestors too. Somebody suggested the other day, was all this information and these memories that we keep getting back in this awakening process, was it, you know, passed down through DNA, you know, relatives' DNA? I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Not in the way reality works as such. You know, there's no past or future or anything. It's always the now, isn't it? Everything, all of that 1800 is right the way fucking now. All of it is now. It's just in different time frames, if you want to call them that. So 656 of you, good to see you all. Please share this out if you would. That would be very kind. And like this video later if you do. I'm going to orientate myself. We're going to get struck straight into the juice, okay, guys? Now, this is to continue our logical conclusions, which means that it can't be any other way. Okay? Right. Join me on a Flat Earth British experience. Buckle in. It may feel strange. Okay. Here we go. And much love and peace to you all. Hope you all have a fantastic night. I don't know. I'm laughing at something that's later. I don't know. It keeps amusing me every time it crosses my Brian. It's not rude or anything. It's maybe unkind. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so on with the show. Angels. Always had an interest in angels. It's part of being part of my life, really. Now, in my last post, but one, okay, my post concerning lunacies, I came to a conclusion of the story so far. You may or may not have caught that show. I'll just recap that, and then it will make sense with what I'm about to propose concerning the so-called dead. Now, we have no physical control over the biological mechanisms of our body, let alone internal workings and knowledge, which of course means no free will over our physical experiences, including our perceptions. We are therefore not living, and we are not the human experience. It's not us. Which would mean the dead ain't dead in the illusion. We just have to tell them it's a trick. Rise, Lazarus, rise, said Jesus. Could it be possible that churches, like church machines that give off a vibrational quality, light, incredibly complicated science, fantastical science of technology, could one application of these buildings be like the Church of the Resurrection to resurrect the so-called dead in times past? Now, we noticed in some churches there are no graveyards in the past, but they do keep their saints in boxes inside these vibrational machines. Are they awaiting a time maybe when the EM's different? No, I can't help but note the amount of narratives for cathedrals and churches in Britain that all say they've had their spire taken out by freak lightning in the 1700s because the EM was that active. Have you ever heard of a church spire being taken out by lightning in the modern day? No. The EM was more active. Could this play a role in the respawning of dead people? It's eerie. Everyone is missing, like ghost towns, like the Chinese cities in the past. They're all big, beautiful cities, but just like one horse, one car, couple of people dotted around, like ghost towns. Are we looking at ghosts? This is a church in Washington we've looked at many, many, many times. It's got no graves. It doesn't even look like anything to do with a church. Not really. Not when you think about churches and graves and the green outside and all the rest that goes along with a church. What you notice is this building here. It's a replica, the back end, of the Church of the Resurrection in Rome. In fact, all churches of the Resurrection are replicated everywhere in Christendom. Could that be one device? And all you have to do is tell the dead that it's a trick, that it's all a dream, an illusion, and you're not really dead, and we're not really living. Tell them this, and then would they come back? Nostradamus noted in his quatrains that there would be a zombie Armageddon in the London Games. The dead would arise from the games, after the games in London, is one of his quatrains. And I thought, well, what is he talking about, zombie Armageddon? Or is that necessarily a bad thing? What is he saying? Are they repopulating the world with the dead, reanimated? Are they telling us in church stone, so lifelike, it moves you? This is a stonework? What? Are they telling you with the reanimation of the dead, and the clue is in stone so lifelike, it becomes shocking? Is that the case? It's a clear fucking message here, guys. Wouldn't you say? Now, if they've lied about everything, and guys, they can't wait to get us under the fucking ground. What is with that? There's no hanging around. Oh, no, no, no. First, they mutilate your body. They weigh all your organs because they're really interested in your lifestyles, apparently. Possibly sell your organs off later. So you back up after a few weeks. Then they bury you 6 foot, specifically 6 foot, under the ground. Why is that? Lazarus Rise. Were these people aware of something that we weren't? Now, there is a science that was practiced, apparently real. I don't like to read any John Dee, but if I do read it, it does really, really get engrossing, and is very spooky and unnerving to read. But they say, the John Dee says that it's a fact that he was able to reanimate the dead through the science, or to be more specific, the sigil, the Solomon sigil of Necronomicon, Necronomicon. Pronounced that wrong. The angels just know the score. What about this one? Lazarus Rise from the dead. A crocker, yeah, a crock of shit. So they lied about the shape of the earth. They've lied about our place in history. They've lied about our true power in this place and what we truly are. We are manifestors of our realities. And then they say that it's just a finite life of slavery, 80 years if you're lucky. You're going to die in hospital at our hands, shitting yourself and tortured and starved and no drink. We will make sure you fucking die. And then we'll mug your family after for any money that's left from you. And that's what they do. Well, that sounds like a crock of shit reality, but unfortunately the case for most people in this place. If your family don't get your money, they will. Seems to be all about that in this greedy ass fucking place. See, none of that bothers me, guys. I got a different sort of wealth I have. I got the think tank. The big fucking beautiful think tank. This is a church. You just don't see like a church, but it is a church. It's got technasmia portals, belfries. I feel that the bells are certainly part of it. You got the spire to aspire. You got the altar, the altars, maybe suggesting some sort of process of recyclement or resurrection. This is the samsara, the wheel, the cycle of life, which is the cycle of reincarnation, which I have been into my entire life. I thought it might be a thing, but nothing I thought before is no longer the case. If you go out today in the clusterfuck, nasty ass Muscovite reality that we have now got to endure, because it is. I went out today, it just like I could feel my vibration dropping just looking at these motherfuckers. And I thought, no, just think good thoughts, get away from them as quick as possible, because it has become that bad with mind control freaks. Okay, it really fucking has. We're going to have a think about the cycle of reincarnation a little bit later, but what have they all got in common? What have they all got in common? Why are they all looking so fucked up? Is their belief systems and their faith. Belief in the government, maybe. Belief that they were going to make them better. Belief that they were going to get on with their lives. Belief that everything will be all right. Belief that one day they might win the lottery and get out of this shit. Belief. And they get zitty and fucked and ill and die young. Miserably. And that's what they want. It's the faith and the belief of bullshit that is making everybody fucked. So fuck that. Rise, Lazarus, rise. John Dee talks about scrying mirrors. Now, how many times have we seen on Phoenician architecture one of these affairs? And what they designate is the scrying mirror. The Phoenicians are black magic, and they're all over our fucking antiquity looking down at us. How do you feel about that? Scathing mirror, you got one in your hands. You're looking at it now. If you're on your mobile device, you're looking at it now. Mind you, your television's got a black screen now as well, hasn't it? Witchcraft in your home, guys. What are we going to do about that? I think maybe the overstanding of it maybe can cancel it a bit, but I still feel it, and I still don't like it. Sometimes I got to really get the fuck away from the internet, just slam the lid down, like if it's evil. I'm like, whoa, that was horrible. Like that guy today in chats impersonating me, or somebody impersonating me. I've reported him to YouTube because that's a big no-no on YouTube, that is, guys. It's martinliedtke, but he's coming out with all this religious crap. You can see a million miles away that it's not me. He doesn't talk like me, but you know, give considerable thought to what he was saying. But I expected now with the tour and the convention that they were coming a little bit to try and fuck around. So if it doesn't sound like me, okay, guys, I talk in a specific way for this shit. Okay, so you can identify it's me. That ain't me. Okay, so if they come out with any weird shit, it ain't me. Okay, guys, I'm doing what I can to get rid of this. So the Necronomicon sigil is a Solomon sigil. Okay, so it's a sound vibration, secret key, a key. So if this key was played in a church machine, would it be able to reanimate the dead? He said so. He used his Solomon sigil, he stood in it, said some, he's got like real, you know, EL again, electrical charges. All of these are electrical charges. Raphael, EL, electric universe makes perfect sense to me. Look how shallow the graves were then, skull and crossbones. So there he is, John D, necromancing and bringing back the dead. Other narratives, Frankenstein. Although Frankenstein's monster was made of different body parts out of a cemetery, 1811 on a reset cycle time. Curious how the clock's taken. Oh no, it's not 9 o'clock. So John D was saying he was bringing back the dead, okay, and the narratives in the Bible as well, okay, and in other narratives in history as well of the dead rising. There you go again in the book, the Necronomicon. Rising of the dead, like so. Even in ancient times, this guy's daughter has risen from the dead. Holy shit, she's looking good, she's reanimated, she's back even young. Pre-Raphaelite art, they talk about this stuff quite often. This elixir of life, eternal life, is a psyop because you don't need an elixir of life if there is no death, and we're not living anyway. If that makes sense. Everything is reversed in this fucking place. Everyone terrified of death, and then you get to death and find out that it's just being born to another reality, which is where samsara might come into it, to breaking the cycle of reincarnation, if you wanted. This is meant to be an elixir or a juice that brings back the dead. Faceless Night. Maybe Josephus, maybe other suspects, maybe the worm, or maybe he's a ghost and he's not there at all. And it's a clue to the whole thing. When these arrive, they're so spooky, they don't even look human. The Phoenicians, I've never seen one. If I did, I'd certainly recognize one. Are they even alive? They seem otherworldly and they seem to have supernatural powers. They practice black magic. Everything about them is alchemy magic, sigils, symbols, penetration deep into the human psyche. This is their speciality, playing with human consciousness. And there's Jesus in bringing Lazarus back, and all he had to do was tell him, rise Lazarus Rise. Remind him or tell him, yo, dude, no, you ain't dead, yo. There is no such thing as death. In the illusion, we're in a dream, dude. What? You're in a fucking dream, dude. It's all an illusion. You ain't really dead. What? No, you ain't. Oh, fucking hell. Whew. And what is dead? Have you been there? Okay, then, can you tell me? Oh, well, my wife, she passed away. I was there. They brought her back with adrenaline, like that fucking movie, Pulp Fiction. She jumped and everything. It was terrifying. But she was out for minutes. They said she'd had brain damage. She was all right. But I asked her when she, after what happened, where did you go? She said, because I think she was under the influence of alcohol when it happened, she said that she went to a very, very bad place indeed, which shocked her and terrified her. So I think she went to some sort of hell. Where I was christened, in the place I live in, Ely and Cardiff, same hexagonal building, Church of the Resurrection. This is a mud floodder and all around the back, believe it or not. So I was christened in year, 8-year-old, actually. She left it late in life. But the one in Rome's the same. We got this one here in St. Petersburg. You may have seen this on many thumbnails. We looked at it many times. It's also a Church of Resurrection. There are many of them. Look how beautiful that is. So they tell you, the Church of the Resurrection, Jesus brings dead back. John D says it's definitely a thing he's doing here. Was there a time in the past when this was going on? I think, yes. Here in the Victorian era, there are things called mort cages, paid for them. The idea behind them was that if the person who was deceased in there was a vampire or werewolf, like in 1880, that's a thing. Okay. You could get mort cage put over. What if this was put over for a completely different reason? Like to keep them in when necromancing or Necronomicon, sigils, words, definitions, or whatever way they do this process can happen. Mort cages. Excuse me. So there is the book that tells you all about it. Okay, like I said, I don't like the read John D. He freaks me out. This guy's weird. I think his book's got skin color, like a skin cover on it, human skin or something, a monster face. Ex Mortis, evil, dead. So it's a very evil book, and it's evil practices in there. But he talks about the also, H.P. Lovecraft was another one with the bringing back of the dead. But in the illusion, it would dictate that the dead are not really dead. And we do talk to our ancestors. I talked to my grandfather. I sort of feel I know my grandfather, but I only ever knew him when I was really little. But in times of crisis, and you know who you call out for, guys? You call off your relatives. You call off maybe your mother, or oh, granddad, where are you, sort of thing. So the Baphomet, profoundly evil practices. Samsara. Well, deja vu's a thing. I felt it many, many times, guys, where I just, exactly the same thing said at exactly the same second. And then you get this echoey thing that follows it, maybe even music. Time stops, it freezes. You're completely aware when it happens, and you stop and you go, shit, deja vu. I did that. I said that exactly the same time before. So there's that in the Matrix, in the fold as well. But samsara, Sanskrit word meaning world. It's also a concept of rebirth and a cyclicality of all life matter existence and fundamental belief in most Indian religions. Popularly, it is the cycle of death and rebirth. Samsara is sometimes referred to in the terms and phrases such as transmigration, karmic cycle, reincarnation, and panjaranaman, and the cycle of aimless, drifting, wandering, or mundane existence. So do we really want wandering aimlessly, life after life after life, like a load of blondes in a pandemic, locked in a room together, aimlessly bumping into one another, going, oh, sorry, aimlessly drifting or wandering in a mundane existence. Doesn't that sound like utter wank? So this sort of narrative is sort of like, makes all of existence actually piss poor, unless you get to a certain, scale of perfection spiritually, and then apparently you'll let off the mundane existence, Groundhog Day wandering aimlessly, fucking life over and over and over again, unless somebody come along and broke the cycle. Now, next subject. Buckle in, okay? So this is subject number 2. Let that all sink in. I'm going to talk about Welsh slags. Oh no, Welsh slag heaps. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, I feel really weird after that now, all like dead buzzed. But they're not dead, so epic, really. Fucking hell. Anyway, food for thought. On with the show. Let's think about, in first Earth, or pre-Diluvian flood times, was Earth only a quarry and an open cast mine? I'm going to show you now is a series of images, and we'll give you a sort of visual case, if you like, to show you that I think that at some period in the past, before Noah's flood, like they show you in Noah movie, they literally carnaged this place. Some of the spoils that we see in the countryside that they attribute to being natural hills would just be mining spoil and slag heaps. Volcanos, all of them themselves, would be slag heaps and working like a compost heap and building up heat after time inside. The topography of valleys, famous canyons, can be also attributed to mining and quarrying. I will give you the evidence. So could it be the case that this place, these missing lands that we see like Friesland, or maybe other narratives for other civilizations, Atlantis, were actually quarried away and taken somewhere else? They're doing it in Dubai. They build like pantry earth, don't they? Maybe that's a clue to what went on. But the fact still remains that this place looks like it's been completely carnaged. I'll give you some examples. These are slag heaps in Wales. These have proved in the past to be fatal in an unbelievably tragic way. They are mountains. Some of them, like one in Llanbradach, not too far where I am. When somebody told me it was a slag heap, my jaw hit the floor. I said, "You've got to be joking me. That's man-made." It's the biggest mountain in the area. It's absolutely massive, guys, not far off 1,000 feet. This is the Welsh valleys in the heyday of coal mining. These mountains are not natural mountains. These are coal slag heaps. But unfortunately, the rain came one day back in 1966 and washed one massive slag heap away. The NCB, the National Coal Board, were completely aware of this cavity and this unsafe heap, and it crashed through a school full of children and killed hundreds of them. What makes it worse is they're cute little Welsh kids as well. They're like, "Mammy," or I don't think there's any cuter, and it's like just the most heartbreaking thing. Every Welshman and woman is affected by this. It was the biggest tragedy in Welsh history to have hundreds of children just killed in an instant, and all the children, all the teachers as well. Just, I met a guy who was digging them out, and he was a chronic alcoholic because of what he faced that day, digging them out. And he just, every time I asked him about it, he just cracked up crying. And he was a tough fucking coal mining type as well. So I was like, that hurts as well when they're tough blokes. So that's how bad it was, guys. These, all over the Welsh countryside, artificial mounds. They get iced over, and they look like natural mountains, but they're not. They're slag heaps. Wales, it's got endless amounts of slag heaps. Now, I think of some of the topography that we witness on Google Earth. Lichtenberg lines for sure, all the other topography, but these, you see these a lot, don't you? Mining, quarrying. And in the Welsh, the Welsh kids used to piss around. The whole of the Welsh valleys at one time just seemed to be some sort of giant coal mining playground. So yeah, deeply affected by that. I included it in my last book, a little bit about Aberfan. And these are slag heaps, excuse me, everywhere else in the world. These are ones here in the Philippines, these copper color ones, I guess copper mining, but you can see them everywhere in the world. Some people, they're not, you can't make the mistake of saying they're mountains. They're known to be mining spoil, ancient mining spoil. This one also looks like a mountain, doesn't it? That's a slag heap. China, mineral deposits from ancient mining in China. Beautiful, isn't it? Mount Fujiana, could it be that Mount Fuji itself is just a giant mining spoil or volcanoes from when this place was nothing more than a quarry? All over Earth, you can see these on the Ring of Fire, and they just look identical to any slag heaps you're going to see anywhere else on Earth, because they are. Here's a close-up of a slag heap that I guess they say is a frozen volcano. Okay, slag heap, not a volcano. It pits the same way as a volcano. It gets hot after time because science would dictate that the same way as a compost heap, inside in the middle. And eventually, I guess it would turn red hot and turn into liquid stone, lava, molten lava, or magma, or whatever else comes. Okay, but I'm not thinking it's from the very, very deep, because there's water down there. Craters proposed last Friday on Iron Realm Media, they could have been just giant Asian geysers, like Arizona crater, for example. These things, mining spoil. You can literally see the chemicals of the, the minerals leaching out. An erupting volcano, or a I'm ready slag heap. So it looks like deposit to me. It's aggregate. It's crumbly, stony. There's no big boulders involved. Exactly like a slag heap, because in fact, that one's a slag heap. Slag heap or volcano, guys. Yes, a slag heap. It's a very famous one. You can actually go up to it by there, but it looks exactly like a volcano. These mining spoil, slag heaps, which look like little mountains, but they're not in fact. Here they are. Mining spoil, ancient mining spoil. So there's enough evidence around the plain, I think. I'll show you some more now. That this place was a mine and a quarry, but I think it was an open cast mine, because I think that definitely a lot of the clues in the topography that I'll show you now. So in the Cold War days, in modern days, they had fantastically big drilling machines. This is an open cast quarry. I've been into one in Wales, drove in it in a lorry. I'm not sure if this was one, but it took my breath away. It was like the biggest thing, never mind the biggest hole ever descended. It was the biggest thing I'd ever seen. It's like, wow, please don't fall off. We will definitely die. It was just massive. So they tried to, touch up the landscape of the South Wales valleys, getting rid of a lot of this, all of this. Everything you see is coal spoil, by the way. They tried digging it away and leveling it, grassing a lot of it over, but a lot of the Rhondda Valley's made better now, but 100 years ago. Yeah, here's a quarry, as you can see. Open cast mining in the South Wales. And just take note of what the topography looks like, because you're going to see it looking exactly the same, which what they're going to try and say is natural geological formations. Okay, these steps, for example. I think this is the one I was in, because I went in a truck to pick up stone, and we went up here, and it was like, please don't fall off. Yeah, so that's in Wales. Open cast mining. Look at the scale of it. It's just fantastical. They just carves this place up like it doesn't mean anything, but I think it does. Like if you chop the tree down, I think it means big. I think you shouldn't do that. And here's some of the smaller wimpy stuff they had in the South Wales valleys, but still, you know, enough to move a lot of stone. But some of these bigger machines I'll show you now. Look at that. So you're going to see similar topography in China, I'll show you now, and all over the place. This is all open cast mining. Take note of what it looks like valleys, and then I'll show you some other examples, and it looks exactly like this open cast mining I'm showing you in Wales. Like this. Okay, this landscape. Okay, fix that in your mind, and I'll show you it later. And this giant hole, I think that's the one I went to. Open cast mining in Wales. It's crazy, isn't it? These are the amount of open cast mines and quarries, or the open cast coal mines still in the South Wales valleys, all on this stream here, or this vein here, which is quite close to the surface, which proves that their narrative for it all is absolutely bullshit. So yeah, apparently they used mining spoil slag heaps in the past to make megalithic type monuments, like so, in Wales, using mining spoil. You can see the quarry lakes and the rest all added. I don't think this is actually ancient, you know. I don't think any of them are on these. I think they're added relatively recent, some sort of a joke. Is these horseshoes? Wow, must be one really, really small thing then. No, there's trees. Wonder what they designate. Anyway, so machines. Yeah, you can get some fantastic big machines. It doesn't take a giant leap of the imagination to think, hang on a minute, times of giants, massive technology, highly advanced technological civilization, that they didn't have things a lot bigger than this. This can take 60 tons of bin. Okay, it can carve away a hill in an afternoon, no problem. Like that. Each bucket, tons and tons and tons. Just clear away a mountain range if they want. They used to move hills literally in the First World War. They used to move hills. They used to use men to dig them, not even machines. So they can do that shit. So yeah, giant machines. So think bigger. Look at the size of these ones. So check the topography of what they leave behind. Look at that. They're just cutting into that field there. I'm guessing that when they get to the tree line, they're going to have to stop, yeah? That's not good, is it, guys? It doesn't give me a feeling of, oh, that's nice. You? No. So, and there they are there. Massive, massive machines. Look at that, just carving into that field there, though, guys. That's puke. I bet that was a much beautifuler field when it was like sort of a field. There's another electrical thing, isn't there? Like the field, like the magnetic field. Look at the size of that one then, guys. Take note of this one here, it's circles, and take a note of these ones here because they look exactly like a lot of cliffs you're going to see on coasts. And a lot of the evidence I'm going to show you in this post, guys. Okay, look at this. So they got that now, giant machinery. They are doing massive quarry operations. If you go to Athabasca tar pits, take a look at it on Google. Look at this. Open cast quarrying with the most immense machines in the modern day. Ramp that up a lot bigger. They could have taken all of this shit out here. Modern machines of today are like this. A lot of them left to rack and ruin in Russia and places like that, which just sort of stopped that industry, I guess. But look at the size of this. It's a lot of scrap if a scrap dealer was going to go and weigh that in. Left everywhere. Evidence of ancient quarrying. Somebody, I don't think natural geology could actually get away with excusing this one away. Oh, it just happened one day. It's just grown like that. It's curious, isn't it? No, did a machine come away and cut it away? So, oh no, they didn't have machines in the past. How silly, they're Bill scenarios. Shut up. Sort of thing going on. But they didn't, did they? And the whole place, like they show you in Apocalypto, when they're all just lime quarrying in the end times, that's all they were doing, was plague, was quarrying for the man or for whoever. Look at this for a mining operation. Cut out a beautiful chapel in Ethiopia. They're all over in Ethiopia. And evidence, clear evidence here in the Lebanon of machining for definite, and advanced quarrying and big machinery for definite. And apparently this is from ancient times. Open cast mining. Looks like a lot of the valleys, which we're going to be looking at. Look at the size of that for a hole in the world, guys. Fucking hell. Quarrying. Now, I'm going to show you evidence all over this plane, and it looks identical to this. And this is a quarry, guys. I think it's safe to assume that a lot of these coasts, apart from being, basically melted cities and fortresses and civilizations, I feel this place was quarried badly. Look at this. See these? Natural geological formations? No, man. Ancient quarry. Ancient machinery. Bigger. Badder. They had no respect for this place, and that's why it was flooded, I suspect. So these are things you get off Google of natural topographies. This is in China, ancient paddy fields. I suspect this looks identical to what we just looked at on that ancient quarrying. Wouldn't you say so? Rather than somebody coming along digging that all out, stepping it up. I say ancient machinery. What about these bigger efforts? This really anomalous topography that you see in China with these deep caverns and these sheer walls. I feel 100% for sure that rather than this being an ancient tower skyscraper or even Manhattan at some stage, this is just the remnants of possibly, it could be, but I think this one's a mine or a quarry at least. Quarry or natural geological formation. It's identical to the quarry in action we just seen, guys. And then you're left all with these weird bits left, which are inexplicable. And I just showed you the machine cutting out a horseshoe shape, which looks exactly like this horseshoe shape up here in the mountains. Ancient mining, ancient quarrying. Oxbow or meanders in large bodies of water, rivers, and oxbow lakes. Apparently, eventually, in time, this will meander the river this way, and this bit here will become what's called an oxbow lake forever. I suspect that oxbow lakes and the meandering of rivers and all of this is like when Brunel apparently rerouted the Thames and the Taff and all of these British rivers in his engineering programs. I suspect that a lot of this is just the river on that course is because it was in an old quarry like this. Because that looks like quarrying to me. It looks exactly like quarrying to me from what the evidence I just showed you. Move on. So some of the landscapes you see in America, Australia, this one's, I think it's Arizona, they look like melted tower blocks, for sure. They look like sphinxes, they look like statues, but they also look like they could have been buildings yet, but the rest of it, it's just mining spoil. And you see it everywhere, like just dolloped around the world. Here, mining spoil, mining spoil, mining spoil, mining spoil. You just see them all over Britain as well. There's a large one I seen by Glastonbury, they say is a natural. Even Glastonbury Tor, how do we even know? That might not be a pyramid, it might be like these are. Slag heaps. These famous ones in America, big country. Giant buildings, giant skyscrapers, or was this a level plain? And they literally came in with giant machines, cleared the whole load away, and this was all that's left, because that's exactly what it looks like for my eyes now. Look at that mesa, excuse me, over there. It's just a face, and just exactly like what I just showed you with the quarrying. And all of this spoil, and the stepping, exactly like what you'd expect with quarrying. But on that scale, guys. Yeah, these two. Ancient cities, maybe. Ancient cities and a quarry going on, even more possible. And leaving just these, the whole thing taken away. You're just leaving just them, for all different minerals. And the coast. How many coasts have you been to? And they just look like they've literally just fallen away into the sea. How do you know that they weren't machines that just dug it away, put it in giant barges, just floated it away? The White Cliffs of Dover, big questions on the White Cliffs of Dover. What are they doing there? It's all supposed to be calcite. What? Hundreds of feet high of dead sea creatures. How is this even possible? Especially with, if you don't go with a geological time periods. The Needles in the South English coast, part of the White Cliffs of Dover, I don't feel is a natural geological formation at all. The more I look at it, I think, that looks like a flooded quarry, which has now just become the English Channel, which is not even that deep. Beachy Head, White Cliffs of Dover. Looks like giant machines have just come and carved this away. Like them things I just showed you. Why not? Why not? And look at this wilderness. Looks like it's been quarried to me. Quarried or natural landscape? Well, this says natural landscape. It looks like a quarry to me. Quarry or natural landscape? It's clear evidence of debris and machining. I got a quarry local to me and they got exactly the same thing here, all this debris at the bottom. I literally fucked my back up. I jumped off the top of the quarry, landed in it. Used to be able to land in all this shale, soft, never hurt yourself, and I landed on a hard bit and basically I couldn't walk. I was in a terrible state. My friend's father had to come and get me in a car. I was fucked. And my mother wasn't about. She was in hospital having an operation. It was a terrible time. Anyway, Natural Valley or an ancient quarry. Now, it's not as unlikely as you might seem. I'm going to show you clear evidence now that these valleys, in one case I can show you, okay, in the Crimea, the Ottoman Pass, is a mountainous valley, but it is known to be completely artificial and man-made, guys. Look at this clear face here. Likelihoods as an ancient city, maybe, with windows all melted, mud flooded, etc. Sure. But what about vehicles coming in here and mining this shit out, carving all of this away? Here too. They look like paddy fields. You see them on stilting up hills all over Southeast Asia. And these meanders of river, they look exactly like a quarrying, guys. Even the Grand Canyon looks exactly like a quarry. That looks like a quarry. That looks exactly like a quarry. Look at that. And that's all that's left. Geological, that looks like a wall. That does actually. For a larger building. Or I look at that, that looks like a wall. Maybe that one could be a giant building. But the whole valley below was a mine. It was a quarry. This one's here, Asian quarrying for sure, for sure. They say natural geological formation. This is on the Grand Canyon. Clear machining. Clear striations of machining. Clear cut. Which could only be from machining. So that's the Grand Canyon. And some places in, this is in Scandinavia, in Svalbard actually. So it's in the high Arctic. I've seen this image a few times. At first I was thinking, oh, it's a pyramid, it's a ship upside down. What's going on with it? But now I look at it and I think for sure this is quarry spoil. It's been dug away too neatly. It looks exactly like it. Grand Canyon itself, no way the course of the Colorado River could have cut this out over don't care how many billions of years or millions of years. There's evidence of caves, civilization. Many people presume this was just a civilization that's got, mangled. It looks exactly like a quarry, though. Exactly like a quarry. It's got the same striations, the same dust piles at the bottom and the debris and everything you would get with a quarry. But to that scale is what I think. Huge operations. Land of giants. Clear this place out. Build other land elsewhere. Just cannibalize the realm. That's a nice little mesa, but again, with this deposit coming down in such a nature, it's just highly suspect, I think. Excuse me, let me keep an eye on chattage. I seem to have lost my chattage. Excuse me. And we're moving on. Excuse me, let's have a little more examples. Now that one looks too blocky to me. It does look like a tower block. It's got straight edges and stuff, but that same debris, that same spoil, all of this, for sure. I think that one is definitely the remains of some massive operation. This one too, definitely, I would think. So, and also, surprisingly, if you Google pictures of so-called Antarctica, they will also show you, as I'll show you now. This one's also in Svalbard. They're saying, I guess it's a glacial valley or former. To me, that looks exactly like a quarry because of the mining spoil and all of this, which you get exactly like I got my local quarry. Exactly the same sort of thing. Antarctica, you may be surprised. Obviously, I can't verify any of this. But when you get photographs online, it looks exactly the same. This same layered strata and looking exactly like it may have been some sort of mining, quarrying operation in the past. Even this thing here in Antarctica. Pyramid, sure, could be. Could it be also a quarry? What about them? That's supposed to be in Antarctica. I think that is highly, highly suspicious topography, don't you? That seems a very irregular or regular fan shape for such a natural formation. It looks shell-like. It looks exactly like a big digger has come along and took all of this up, maybe in one fell swoop. Woof, that big. How'd you know? So, and that there as well. This is supposed to be in Antarctica. Oh, excuse me. So I don't know how many. I'm on the Celtic Tatarian channel. Let me just find the Flat Earth British channel because I seem to have been a bit lost. So this is all mud here and it's green here and it's supposed to be Antarctica. That looks 100% like a mining operation to me, guys. A quarry. Excuse me. Oh, let me just bring you up on my phone. Anyway, thank you all for coming. We're gonna have some giggles now in a minute, and I'm gonna come and join you in chat, and we're gonna have a little catch up with you all. Okay, and do fantastic things because that's what we do on Saturday. Okay, right. Okay. Oh, thank you for that. QS, are you QSence? Oh, you're lovely. 879 of you watching on there, and 100 of you on the Tatarian channel, almost up to 1,000 odd people. Make sure to share this out if you would, please, guys. We've got some funny stuff you may find amusing all the way through, and loads more to come. So, interesting. The horseshoe formation that I just showed you with our mining operation, quarry, it's exactly the same. You can see in Antarctica. I feel it's the case. Here's the evidence to support it. Is the Ottoman Pass, which I've talked about many times because of its anomalous statues. Ancient quarry, known ancient quarry. It's still there. You can visit it. They've carved a literal entire valley. Inkerman Pass. This is a quarry, and doesn't it look exactly like all of those examples I just showed you, which is supposed to be random geological formation? Yes, it does. Here's the tank traps from World War II, I suspect. A lot of holes in the wall, same as you get in Grand Canyon. An entrance to the tunnel, Phoenician. But this is a quarry. All of the Ottoman Pass was a quarry. That scale. So if that's real evidence for a quarry, and these are shown all over the plain, like with the spoil that I just showed you, and the carving away, and even evidence of machinery, I think it's a quarry. Ottoman Pass. Ottoman Pass. Exactly the same again. Interesting top structure there. Flat plate thing on top. And the same debris that falls off that you get in all quarries. It's just crazy, the evidence. So there's been there since ancient times. That's a pretty little picture of some ancient castle on top of the hill. So this was all included in the Crimean War, wasn't it? The Battle of Ottoman Pass. They went to the Battle of Ottoman, etc. after. It was a resounding victory. Cardigan was an absolute champ. Wankers. And these are these dwellings that are supposed to be in the Ottoman Pass, which are just like fairy tale castles from when this was a quarry. They literally hollowed out big bits of the landscape, and the people lived in there that were working on them. Apparently in these dwellings here, just in size, the quarried stone. That looks like a face, by the way. And that too, don't worry. There it is, to that scale. So when they dug the entire plain away, they built a town on it. Okay, a wooden town. And can you see all of this debris and all that? So all of this was carved away. They do it to that level, guys. They've done it to that level. And here's Ottoman Pass being camped by the British Army in pursuit of Russian blood in the Crimean bullshit war. Anyway, let's have a little giggle at Jesus H. Christykins. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, shit. I've been eating like a bastard all fucking week. Right, you're saying I haven't gained a pound or lost a pound all week. I'm like a fat pig at the moment. Nah. Can I have my money back for these, Judas? A tenner for these scales? I don't know why they don't work. Don't scratch your fucking head, you skanking get. Yeah, he does. This Jesus is Jesus H. Christykins. So he does have bad language, I'm afraid. You'll find. Oh, shit. Hiya, God. Martin. You watching the show still then, are you? Yeah, it's coming on. How are you feeling about things at the moment then, God? Are you my dad? You look just like me. I am not your father, Martin. Oh, okay. I'm getting to really like you, God. Even your psychopathic nature now appeals to me. Oh, thank you, Martin. So, how am I doing then? Am I passing the test? Well, actually, Martin, I'm getting quite impressed at the moment. What? Really? Yeah. I think you're killing it. Really, God? Did you hear this? God says I'm killing it. Oh, God, listen. I really like what you did last week. What do you mean? What did I do last week? Well, you made a personal visit to Lee Flat Earth British, didn't you? You made a personal visit and you saved my friend's life, didn't you, God? Oh, yeah, that was me. Well, he did such a great service to the rest of humanity that I thought I would do him a solid. I'll do you a solid one day. Will you, God? What would you give me? What updates? I don't worry about that. Anyway, forget I said that. God, we love you. Even your bad side. You need to stop killing everyone now and again. I'm working on that, man, and that's on to you. Anyway, all right. Thanks, God. Later. Okay, later. He's all right, isn't he? It's growing up. Oh, Ducky. Oh, God. Oh, my dad gives me the best weight. Oh, Ducky. No, it's not true. It's a fag. Oh, I'm not a fag. No, I'm God's son. Oh, that wouldn't be allowed, would it? Oh, I've got to go home later smelling a perfume. I'm Christwicks. Christwicks. And this gun is a Magnum and it could blow your head clean off. Make my day punk. I like that one better. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. You have heard of Flat Earth British Convention, have you not? And his tour. Yes. You must go. You must go. Okay. By the time I count to 10, okay, you will be having an overwhelming desire to meet martinliedtke, Moonbeam, which is going to fly from America land, Mel, Jade, and all of the Flat Earth British gang, and all the ladies that will be throwing their underwear at Martin when he's on stage at the convention like they do for Tom Jones. That bit might not be necessary, but it would be very nice. When I count back, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you must wait. Oh, duh. Yeah, you're not getting this at all, are you? No, didn't think you were. Oh, let's try that tappy foot thing. Now it's pandemic, like spuds with feet. It's not as easy as it looks. I seen Boris Johnson doing it the other day on the television. He tapped foot with another politician. I think his name was Whitty. And then he touched him on his genitals because they're all gay. But it doesn't matter. Oh, can you see what I do? I'm the Virgin Queen. Oh. I'll do that again in case you've never seen because you're tripping. Are you glad you took them couple of shrooms tonight? Yeah, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? I'm so high. Once again. God, the Virgin Queen, she's full of secrets for a fella. So, Toulouse-Lautrec, I heard he always had Grey's bollocks because they were always dragging on the floor because he was such a short ass. Somebody told me in comments only a few weeks ago that the thing about the Monet Rouge and the can-can dancers is that they had crutchless knickers. Is this the case? That is a bit risque, isn't it? Okay, maybe somebody could prove that is true and bring me evidence of this so we can examine live on Friday. But it might not be permissible. But just, I'm not sure if that's true. So is she like, you know, la 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 la? Oh, this drafty. La 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 la. This drafty. I don't know. Right, Mary, I'm about to enunciate you with the Son of God. Please stop bouncing that ball. I'm right. Okay, I'm about to enunciate you. Right, Mary, could you stop bouncing the ball? I like bouncing the ball. It's what I do. You're a bit dozy, aren't you, Mary? Could you stop? I'm going to listen to me. Listen to me. I am the Archangel Gabriel. Okay, and I am going to give you an immaculate conception of said Jesus Christ. Do you get it? Yeah, but I'm married to Joseph, and actually not really a virgin either. What? What? Yeah, don't worry about that bit. Don't worry about me saying you had to be a virgin. What I meant is usually you have to be a virgin. Yeah, no, I'm not a virgin in any way. Now, can you stop bouncing that ball? It's fucking annoying, Mary. Yeah, when I'm done, I don't fancy being pregnant. I've been taking the pill. And I don't fancy getting whatever you just said was going to be happening. Gabriel or whatever. So I'll carry on bouncing my ball. Fuck off. Fair enough. Jesus ain't born. Humanity never got saved. Bollocks. Big wank. Right, we're nearly out of the dome. Let's hit it out. Right, send a pipe out. Send a claymore mine in case there's like Phoenicians there with I don't know, bats or something. Yeah, when you get to the end of the game, you know, the unrendered bit, yeah, there's a hole. And you can look through them. We can find out what's on the other side. We might not like it, though. They might be like, no, I can't imagine them being worse than these fuckers in this realm. Nah, they can't be any worse than here. Do you like it here anymore since the pandemic? I didn't like it anyway. I fucking can't stand it. So this is when people take the piss out of flat earthers. When you fall off the edge. Yeah, globe tads. Of course we will. Not. In your fucking face. So Renaissance art has changed since the modern day. A famous Renaissance artwork. Things of, you know, my wife's 9 months pregnant. Now it's my husband is 9 months pregnant. With a pillow. But he gets sympathy pains and still has morning sickness and stuff. We'll just adopt the child and pretend that he actually had it. Fucking psychopath. Still. Yeah, we never had airbag. Have you got an airbag? Oh, they come standard in the Renaissance period clothing. If you crash, poof, poof, airbag is standard. You got that in your car? In your suit? No, you haven't, have you? No, I know. Oh, for fuck's sake. Keep still already. Oh, I can't fucking paint. Oh, that laudanum is kicking in. Jesus, what's going on? I don't even know. I'll pass out right now, actually. Look. What is it? I don't know. I've seen one like it before. It got sent to us by God. Oh, it feels funny. Yeah, it's fantastic. What is it saying? It's sending us a psychic message from heaven. What's it saying? It's saying that we shouldn't really let priests touch us inappropriately. In fact, we should probably murder them all, steal all of their money, and burn down the Vatican. Is that really what it said? No, I don't think it said. I think it said stop masturbating. Did it really say that? Oh, no, I don't think it did. Is there a holy message? No, I don't even know if it's from God. I don't know what it is. It just arrived. It's trippy though, isn't it? You made all that up. You're nuts. You're nuts. You look like me. You are me. That's weird. Look. So when I set you down the market, Charles, I said get potato seeds. Yo, yeah, don't understand. That's potato. It's not a fucking potato. What is it? Oh, I don't really know. I bought it off of a little grey guy. Yeah, he had a bag full of what he said were magic seeds. Doris, I don't know what to make of it. Do you think we'll be able to sell it? Do you think we'll be able to eat it? You really are fucking dozy sometimes, aren't you? Oh, I'm going to frolic around on the glass, playing with my stick. Yeah, and I'm going to wipe my ass on the grass. Oh, actually, that feels nice.
Oh, it feels nice rubbing your ass on the grass. Ooh, it's hot. It burns a little, but oh, that's nice. I'm gonna have another go. While that fat cow lunges around on the grass, tickling a fucking. Oh, I'll rub my ass on the grass. Yeah, pet owners lolling about and their strange pets, maybe. Oh, I'm your Venus, got a penis, love, desire. Yeah, times have changed. Don't look at that. Bad for Brian. Yeah, I like this Cypress Hill. They're really funky, aren't they? Never gonna go up like that. Never gonna go up like that. What does it all mean, though? What does it all mean? It's kind of catchy, though, isn't it? What's Cypress Hill? I like them. Yeah, pretty funky in our time, isn't it? Anyway, this is a clear message to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Martin's been trying to tell you for quite some time. You're not listening. Now, see my skull there? It has 2 sets of teeth, which means it needs 2 burgers and 2 things to eat. 2 lips to kiss. Not 2 pairs of lips. No, that's just stupid. Anyway, check that clock behind me. Ugh. I'm Charles King. No, I'm Charles King. No, I'm Charles King. No, I am Charles King. No, I'm Charles King. Wait, guys, did you know they're going to chop Charles's head off in the morning? I'm not Charles King. I'm not King Charles. No, I'm not King Charles either. I'm not King Charles. No, not me. I'm never in King Charles. No, not me. Can you do this? If you can, send a photograph in. It will be presented on book pics and flat thumb pics. So if you can present flowers bursting out of your Brian, maybe drink chamomile tea and this could come into action. Take a photograph, send it into Flat Earth British PO Box FEB. The pee on her, poo on her. Oh, I'm gonna play with her nipples. Oh, this is what statues do when you're not looking. I mean, they get totally fucked up. I mean, squirting aubergine. Maybe not needed in the face, but it made him poo a little. And I can post it all on Snapchat. Klimt has dropped acid. His girlfriend, or one of his many girlfriends, has a red nipple. Talking of nipples. Right, Campbell. Campbell, if you are there, probably not. But if you are Campbell, if you're awake, we need to sort out this case of the banana. This banana is actually talking to you right now. It's saying, "Oi, Campbell, which way does a banana go up? Didn't Flat Earth British Martin once say to you, what food is banana? What part of your body is a banana good for? Can you remember that? So if a banana would be upwards, that is surely better than the dangly downwards, isn't it? So which way? Even this banana got a bit of vein on it. This banana, okay, is upright, which is the best way and which is the way it always has been in the growing bananas realm. Yeah, upwards. I'm glad you all concur. So, nipples. They're all in shapes, all sizes. I'm a fan myself. The animating nipples, the fundamentals tutorial. Let's have a look at this again. Pong, ding, pong, ding. I don't like the moustache one. The moustache one would be very odd. That one was really off-putting. But yeah, it's all about the nipples. Jesus says, come back to 1 shirt left. Come on, come on. What time's he playing then, mate? Oh, he's been on. He's been on. He's been on. I've been here since 9 o'clock in the morning, mate. What time did he come on? Oh, he come on very, very early. Was he really here at all? Yeah, it's his comeback tour. And these are his last shirts for the last tour that he will ever be doing. $20. You buying one? No, I wanted it signed. Oh, yeah, maybe around later. You sure you don't want one? Yeah. What about you behind him? No? Anybody? All 3 of you? No? Maybe next time. Fetch it out the cheesemakers. I got a BFF. Yeah, I got it from this meme BFF. It means a best friend forever. That means like lifetime after lifetime of torturous friendship. Jesus, he's my BFF. Yeah? He's my best friend forever. No, he's not. He's not. I'm not playing. See Jesus? He had a jetpack. Yeah, didn't see that one fucking coming, did you? And what I told you about resurrection? The bit I may have missed was about the jetpack. 3 days is all it takes. Even dead Jesus come back from the dead. Didn't he? Krishna fucking back from the dead. All these fuckers, they don't die. They comes back from the dead. Oh, Jesus. God, that's done. Can I come home? Well, actually, Jay, you got tortured ceaselessly all day, and you look to be faring pretty well. I think I'll let them go through with the rest of your torture. Oh, God, no, it stings so. Son, it'll make a man of you. It'll give you hairs on your bollocks. You can come and thank me later. Thanks, Dad. Oh, what we got here? Some maple syrup. Oh, let's see what it makes. I'm hungry. Pure idiocracy. It is. Life is like that, Desmond Bradley. You just gotta laugh, mate. Okay. Now, oh, thank fuck, that stung so hard. I'm going home. Daddy, put the kettle on and skin up. You will be there. You won't be hiding again when I come back. I'm your favourite son. I'm your only son, aren't I, Dad? Oh, he looks at you all crazy and psychopathic, but the stinging has stopped, hasn't it? Hmm? Dad, I'm here. I'm back. Where are you? I'm Jesus. I got tortured. I died for saving their asses. Dad, where are you? Where are you, Dad? Can we have that spliff and that cup of tea you promised? Fucking on my own again for another 1,000 years. Nobody likes me. Not really. Campbell! You fucking... Campbell. Look what you did to Jesus. You did that. You and your bloody bananas. Hey, guys. I'm off down the grocer's to buy some mint sauce. Meh. Well, it's not as bad as all that, little chappy. Wink, wink. This is the reality, okay? Not heliocentricism, really. We have a freaky dude in a mask, dressed like Goddage, and he's juggling balls, okay? But, you know, Einstein did say that God does not play dice with the universe. No, he plays balls with the universe. Bollocks. Well, it's a bit slow, this film, Mary. What's it called? Oh, Passion of Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Don't have to drag on, don't it? Oh, don't worry, love. It gets a bit better later on. Oh, fucking hell. I hope it picks up. It's so bastard boring. All this fucking bloodshed and torture. Oh, scratch my nose, Mary, will you? I'm eating popcorn. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, shit film. You like the ending, love? Oh, will I? No. Yeah, Jesus, smack. Jesus, smack, you Jew. I'm not a Jew. I'm a Phoenician. Ah, fuck. Yeah, so smack. Smack Jesus. Get hurt. I'm not Jew, a Phoenician. Yes, Martin. You will probably burn in hell for that if it was a real place, because it's all bullshit and wank. Anyway, we move on. Not that I even care remotely about the blasphemous things that come out of my Brian. 797 of you watching. That's fantastic. Please make sure to share this out. I am back. I'm going to give you a few of you shouts. I've been gone for an hour and a half talking. What's that? I'm not a Jew. I'm a Phoenician. Well, that's true. He's not a Jew. I don't think he's a big... I don't think they're fans. I think they nailed him up. I don't even know the story. Look at me pretending I know shit about anything. Anyway, sketches. Oh, there'll be more funniness later, sketches. I think you'll find it very amusing. Axel, good to see you, my friend. So, welcome all. 800 odd of you joined the fantastic Flat Earth British experience. Did you enjoy the spooky bit? I don't think they're dead. I've been talking to... I before... when I was about, say, up to about 5 years of age, maybe 6, I was in like Narnia worlds, like fucking trapdoors in trees, fucking fairy tale kingdom, man. I mean, I was in it. Yeah, and that included like dead people. And then one morning I woke up and it was gone. The magic had gone like overnight, and I went into a deep grieving process that took a long time to heal. I couldn't even take it. I was that bad, guys. It was like, no, I gotta go back there. You don't understand. You don't understand. This place is like, I was like not finished there. I was doing, I was doing something. I was like, no, you don't understand. I gotta go back there. I gotta go back there. And I was really adamant about that, guys. It's like, telling the universe, I gotta go back there. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. And it was like heartbreaking. But I was in this, and I viewed other people say they know exactly what I'm saying about when they're small children in this magical kingdom of seeing all sorts of shit, guys. And I think it's real because we're more perceptive as children, and we're not really, completely brainwashed and propagandized at that age, are we? When we're developing. So, as Arwin, good to see you. Haha, Samaritans, yes, give it back. Bloody bad idea anyway. Rome and Egypt were both bad, not even for a few quid, like Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe is I think it's a psyop, honestly. It's recently discovered, and it just, the only people that shout about it is people like Graham Hancock and all of the shills, like David Wilcox, and they say it supports evidence for civilization 10 to 12,000 years ago, which they propose in their official bullshit narrative was the end of the last ice age. Like, that's a thing. And they say Göbekli Tepe. There's photographs of the farmer finding the top of one of those statues or one of those tea things, which got a dinosaur on there, which gives me doubts for its credibility anyway. And they just conveniently got a camera there to catch this special moment because, of course, you'd have a fucking cameraman following your farm around to find a bit of antiquity. Just so happens, wouldn't you? No, I don't buy Göbekli Tepe. I've looked into it enough anyway to know that's just bullshit. That's them again. Glenn Skettage, Rock Krill, good to see you, my friend. Ditch. All kids are about 9. They plug is pulled about 9, maybe. Yeah, Murphy. For me, it was a bit earlier. High school drove the Narnia out of you. So you were in that little world of Narnia as well, were you, Nora? You still are, though. I'm allowed. My mate Jeff J.O. Juicy Bob, good to see you. M. Fisher. I still am a bit. Feels like since all of this has been happening, all of this awakening, I just felt like a child in a new place again. It's like, what is all of this stuff? What does all of this do? I have been like that. And I know other people have as well, guys. It's just a whole new overstanding of reality. And whole new way to live your life. Whole new way. Flatterday, never a day to miss, cos. Now we're going to talk about cursed words, okay, and some of them that in a little while, some of this may not be aware of. And once I tell you, you're going to be a bit careful in future. I'm going to show you that. How's you all doing? You still on lock? Says Mel, who is just old your age. Adam Cook, Deco. Paul Milland. I used to play Narnia. I've never actually read The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. That's more a girl's book, like Little Women stuff. Fisher. Chris Duggan, yes, thank you for tipping me off about that weird fucker in pretending to be me in my comments, talking to Gian about all weird, creepy fucking shit that I would never ever say. So I reported his fucking rice. So, Fiona Littlewing, do try and make it to one of them. I know you're a long way away and you're in Manchester, you find it difficult to travel. But if anyone lives in the Manchester area and are going to, say, York, for example, can bring Little Wing and offer a lift because you can't get there. But in fact, we just try and fix up a lot of lifts for people if we can along the way for the tour, people who can't make it and are okay, if we can. Because a lot of people don't want to get on public transport or trains, and I don't even blame them. Would prefer to go in a car. So we'll see what we can fix up. Okay. Jersey Bob, Brian, put it down, Brian. Right, let me get my shit together. It's got more to come. Now I found mind blowing, stunning HD quality photographs of Crystal Palace in London, and we've looked into that enough. But from 1866, guys. I'm wondering how this is even humanly possible. And the photographs they show you are of Abyssal exposition, which is the Egyptology part of the Great Exposition, which burnt down, apparently just that wing, because apparently metal and glass does that, in the December of that year of 1866, destroying the Egypt Exposition, which I'm going to show you now. And I just don't know how you get to like 50 years later and some of the films are crappy, shit quality. These are as good as any film you will see today. So Brian Evans, he's spliffing. Good to see you, my friend. Alva Billy, my precious brother. Origin. Moonbeamage, who's coming to Britain. We're all excited over you. We are. Moonbeamage. Hippie Shake. You'll be hanging around with Hippie Shake, you right there. Teresa. Back in black. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ooh. Joseph Hamilton. Good to see you, my friend. Squizzle. Thank you for that bit of wood carving. That was special. That was. I'll show everyone in a minute. Your friendly neighborhood channel, 420 in. Cool. 420 your ass off now. And we'll get into some more juice. Pics of the day are also quite amusing and mudflood stuff and all sorts. Best of what I've dug up over the week, including these, which I'm going to share now. So thanks, Esley. Thanks, Krill. Thanks, Samir. Thanks, Arctic Void. Noon's Fly. Oh, my God, Martin. You're Paul Brian. Yeah, my Brian. All right. Yeah, I know. Thanks for sympathy. You're my Brian. Indeed. My poor torture's existence. That was some funny shit. Thank you, Connie Lingus. You got a name that I like. It's a good name, that, actually. Okay. Ma Samoa. Good to see you, my lovely. And Glenn, Lizzo, Alien, Zoos in the house. Liddy, I lovely Liddy. And Jadeth. And you're going to be meeting on the tour. And she's going to present at the convention, and Ross as well. It's going to be good. And Martin Allen. Candy. All right, then let's get on with the shitage. Buckle in, guys. These are stunning. So make sure to share this out, 800 and odd of you, if you would like, and all of the good things you do on YouTube here. And I would be very appreciative, because it helps the truth get out there. Now, Crystal Palace. Okay, we've looked at this in the past, but never seen it like this. This is mind-blowing stuff. Okay, so this is the interesting word as well. Abyssal, isn't it, guys? Like they moved the Abyssal site for the lake, and they just put it across, built it up somewhere else. But this is taken on the old Abyssal, and I'm wondering how the fuck this December of this year, this burnt down all of this metal and all of this glass. I find it highly suspicious for it to be in such quality for 1866. I have not seen one American Civil War photograph from the same period in such high quality as these. So they show you them putting them together. There's some unusual features with these as well. It appears that in the serpent on his hat, he's got an eye. Does that look like an eye to you? Or a pair of eyes even? You see that? But again, burnt down weirdly. Look at the size of this. So I don't see many people moving in here though, but the color is vibrant. I don't think this is altered and added. I think this is a color fucking photo. By the look of it, I can't see any alterations. It looks the real McCoy, which is astounding. So all of that destroyed only months after this photograph was taken. Check it out. It is an eye. It is an eye. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if that's on the original symbol. Yeah, we're interested in naming it symbol. Like the musical symbol, like a sound, or a symbol as in, you know, like the yin yang, swastika, symbols, imprint on consciousness. This is why they use symbols, because of what it does to consciousness. So the giants too, because they show you littler people and littler again people. So, you know, these other symbol things are showing you that these are giants. You see the small people? And this one's, you know, a bit bigger again. What size are the humans, I wonder? And this one's quite big, same size. And then you get these two, the godages, which are giants. So yeah, that was in 1866. And then you get up to about 1811. Now remember, this burnt down in the late 30s, the whole thing gone. Okay. Remember that they took it down after the fire and rebuilt it up where Adipali is. Completely different site. Apparently, they stood somewhere else. It's a fantastical thing to say. I can't buy it. My mind doesn't take that all of this structure stood somewhere else and they took it all down and built it. 1 million square foot of entertainment and industry or whatever. Look at this Tartarian building next to it, guys. Look at that building. And what's this church spire going on? Missing something, Technaz murals, all the tech going on in the world on that. But what's outside? What's with them fences? It's like some of you getting a war, isn't it? Barbed wire or something. So there's the entertainment. Now these photographs were to come. Well, they had a royal visit by Queen Mary. I didn't see George. Deborah, we'll have a look now. So they had fairground rides, and again with the ship, the Phoenician theme. But look at this tower in the background, guys. Hollow wire thing, and this tower as well was an observation platform that also burnt down. There's photographs taken from this observation platform of the fire, but then that also succumbed. But check this building out, though. Mental. So here's the royals and the military. So that would suggest why them fences were there. They cordoned it all off for Queen Mary. She's there with the pink hat on. Wow, the fantastical size to it, though. And that burnt down. So somebody made a really interesting conclusion about these as well. So there's Queen Mary, look, and that is the Queen Mother, Queen Elizabeth's grandmother, great-grandmother. So she's just on her own. Concerning, let me just get back here, the Crystal Palace itself, okay? Somebody suggested to me in comments, how do we know that the original use for these great greenhouses was not that they were for incubators? I was like, what did you just say? Because I can't help thinking about the unbelievable amount of conservatories that are attached, like Eden Hall, to these buildings, these anomalous glass structures with covered in antiquity, some of these great, fantastical. I've seen some examples of greenhouses, guys, and I'm wondering, hang on a minute. You might be onto something there, that these were vast places for incubators to be hatched. And you know how quick an incubator can push a baby through. We got the evidence for that, guys. This is impossibly big, a quick time. You could populate a city. And then later, repurpose, and you get the royals in. It's an interesting thing. Oxo. The words are interesting too. Oxo. It's O, an X, and an O. So if you send someone like in messages a kiss, some people send an O to cancel the kiss because they say it's like not good. So they'll send like an O, an X, or an O. Some people do an OXO. I think it definitely has more meaning. What crazy looking Antiquitech thing going on though. So the bell top as well. Oh. And North Tower Gardens at Crystal Palace. So they had these giant gardens. There was a lot going on at a dinosaur park as well. Look at this. Pageant to the Empire, Crystal Palace, 1911. Charles, head of state. On the state badge. So this is the royal badge, is it? Oh, so Phoenician. And they're dressed in all the old clobber. Why are they doing that? Is that from the time? Look at this. They're all dressed in 18th century garb. And there's fucking Charles. What the fuck else going on? And why are they in pristine colour? And it's just, oh, it's 1911. All right, get that. But fuck me. That's trippy. And these bandstands, are they really for bands? They're everywhere in Christendom. Covered in antiquity. Real purpose for them. Everywhere. Later repurposed as kiosks, but all of antiquity is showing us that these bunko booths are all over Russia, America. They're everywhere. And they're just put in stupid places as well. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Teleporting hubs. Look at these. Right outside the entrance as well. Like, it's really significant, you know? The bandstand, Crystal Palace. Look at the size of this place, guys. 1 million square feet. I know. South African. That's just one bit of the pavilion. Look, Festival of Empire, Crystal Palace. That's just like an example of Greco-Romano architecture. And that's just one little bit of it. It's just that vast. Ah, look at that. That's in Crystal Palace. Whoa, the size of that clock tower, or whatever it is. What's that say? Camado. C-A-M-A. Camad. Camad. That's unusual. What the fucking hell's that? In London. It's not Canada, is it? Curious, I don't know. Doing a bit of work here, but this building looks like it's there, doesn't it? Look at that. Sheesh. It's really deep down as well. You know, this is ground level, and it's all, they just put it down there. It's like, oh, it's down there anyway. So this is the sort of size we're looking at, Crystal Palace, guys. In the exposition. A lot of old world stuff there. Look at that. That's really old. These Greco-Romano buildings. Just look at the scale of this thing. And then, of course, you had White City as well. And what exists of that now is nothing. Nothing. All of that. It just boggles my mind to think we had all that, guys, only 100 years ago, and it's all gone. Not a scrap of that exists. There's a crown on top of that. A giant's crown, look. Can you see that? Giant's crown. Huge crown with no other features on it. Like a little Tudor building there. Greco-Romano building there. Look at these ponds. I thought were unusual shapes. Fractal sort of nature to them. And out into, like, you know, this is Greater London over here, but right out into the fields this thing went. It was massive. Water features. And this was a little while later. I think this was just before it was destroyed in 1932. Electrified Crystal Palace. Apparently lit up the entire area with giant sort of floodlights. And apparently all of this metal and glass burns down in a giant fire. Another anomalous fire. Fantastic pictures. Such quality. We'll have a look at some more later. Okay. We're moving on. Clues to reset. Have you heard Jack White's song over and over and over? Oh, fucking hell, it's chilling. Watch the video if you get the time. It's even more chilling because it literally gives you a visual representation of resets, and even got orphans on there in rooms with masks on and giant boxes full of files of children's names. It is like, what? The Sisypherian dreamer, my fibula and femur hold the weight of the world over and over. I think, therefore I die. Anxiety and I rolling down a mountain over and over. My shoulder holds the weight of the world. Yeah, the wind is blowing, volcanoes blowing, my lungs are blowing over and over. Who could now win the mistress? Woo the maid with no sign of a grave. Over and over and over. Hollow body, wine belly, petrified. Move like a sooty fractally. I don't know what that is. Over and over. The rock and roller and young and older rolling back to the stroller. And already you warned me, and the gods all scorn me now. The wind is blowing, volcanoes blowing, my lungs are blowing over and over. Who could now win the mistress? Woo the maid with no sign of the grave. And I'm punished for the passion, only telling, 'cause you're asking. And I'm gutted for the tasking. And the love is all drowning, and they're never gonna find them because the eagle's gonna blind them. The eagle, wings open. Yeah, my shoulder on the boulder holds the weight of the world. Fucking creepy as hell. I'd love a word with Jack White about the lyrics of these and others Tavistock Institute songs. I wonder if he really understands what their deeper meaning is. So, how many songs have you heard with the words la 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 in there? Well, there's the band the La Las, and somebody said only to me today, la la, and there's la 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 la, fucking la, all over our reality. It's a Turkish curse. A Turkish curse. It's why you get them crazy Turkish women going la 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 before they come and chop your bollocks off. It's a gypsy curse. It's more than that, the word's associations. Now, remember I explained to you about Baba and Tata having the same vibrational quality and therefore being the same word. Well, na, nana, or nana, like we say to our grandmothers, banana, na 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 na, like the Bad Manners song. All right, da da, da da da. It's the same vibrational quality. So the children are doing it when they're babies, na na, banana, da da, same vibrational quality as la la, which is in fact a Turkish curse. How many songs have got la la in them? Are countless. You wouldn't even fucking believe how many songs have la 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 in them. We should be very fucking careful. Saying things 3 times as well as a spell, as I'm sure you know, like Jimmy Savile, now then, or all of them will do the 3 because it makes it happen. Okay, let's have a look at some more pictures. These are interesting. These were a 60s dig in Mexico City, the Aztec world. Okay, so it's in the center of Mexico City and it's showing you beautiful Mesoamerican bas reliefs, etc. And I thought, all right, it's pretty standard, not much to see there really, until I seen this. I thought, right, okay, so what am I looking at? So they've, in this part of the city, they've excavated, but what you've got is these strange walls that are sloping to one side. So I thought, all right then, are we looking at sluices, something to do with water? Beaver dam technology, solar panels. And I'm trying to think of all of the things that actually look like these sloping walls. So they're not dwellings, they're a technology in the center of Mexico City. I'll show you a fuller image of them now, moving out. Also, the death cult is Nick Foxy Cattle, etc. It's just Phoenicians are crazy on resetting humanity, killing just about everybody they fucking possibly can. And they're not really dead because it's all an illusion and all a game. Look at that. They are fucking twisted. The people, they're them, but they're not people. So yeah, there you are in the center, and you can see they're all sloping up. So it's not necessarily a pyramid as such. It's something else going on. Sloping walls. Let's give it some more thought. Check this out. It's supposed to be, you know, Mesoamerican. I don't even think it looks like on that face. I think it looks more maybe Oriental. I don't even know, but not really Mexican. And this is something they dug up on the site. I'm not sure if it is Quaxicatl, but it's a winged suit. But look in the background here. Is that a robot leg? It's got like a thing in the corner, like in the ankle. Or something that just like you fit your foot into. Is this part of this armor? Yeah, probably. This is like a technology thing. I can't imagine you being able to fit a human in you, yeah? No, I don't think you would be able to. You know, the waist and everything. So was this thing automated like a robot? Oh, I just thought it was really unusual. I've never seen anything quite like it. So yeah, that was a recent dig in Mexico City in the 60s. Now I'm going to show you some more photographs here, more of old London. These are fantastic before we get into images of the day. Okay, make sure to please share this out if you would, kind people. So these are a mixture of images from London. This one is just before these boys went off to land on the beaches of D-Day. Okay, apparently they had a big parade through the streets of London. So I was like, whoa, that's weird. I thought it was supposed to be the biggest secret in history. I thought like the Germans were under the impression they were going to land at Pas de Calais, and that was the whole like psyop operation. Yeah, they had a giant procession giving the game away before you even arrive in the streets of London. There's not one German spy on the whole of London streets. No, that doesn't ring true. Something going on with that. And then they all go to the front. So a nice final kiss before he either does or does not get his Brian blown out. But that's the architect. What's you got your hands on her ass for? Go on, love, give him a kiss. It's like giving a kiss to their fellas before they go and get fucking blown up and shit. They're all smiling there. He's in. See you next night, babe. And the old men in London, what do they do with their day? One plane, one pill. Oh, I can't see. I think that's right. Oh, bleeding out my eyes. They knit. People used to do knitting. Even fellas did knitting. He's knitting scarves for the boys in the trenches in the phony war because he's getting cold, not doing any fighting. Not that they even will, because they won't. And then the biggest mass migration in human history was the children from London in World War II, the evacuees. Here's a kind policewoman checking their tab because they're completely on their own without any adult supervision, to making sure everything's tickety-boo. Like this kid who's in the middle of London, he's got to go and catch a train to Paddington to like the Welsh mountains, go and live with some couple. Although I heard some stories actually of people going back to the people they stayed with in the evacuations up until they were like all their lives. You know, some people said, oh, I stayed with the most fantastic people, best time of my entire life, magical times in the Welsh mountains, and I go back every year to see them. So I've heard stories like that about evacuees. I've not really heard any horrible stories, if I'm honest. But yeah, I just left all these, like he's saying, look, kid, you're going to drop all that shit. That's what they do in the London parks. They get the chessboards out. What do they sounded like? Probably the same as Londoners today. Or Cockney-like. Nah, not even the Luftwaffe is going to stop this bird getting married. Oh, she's got lilies. I would have chosen a different flower. He's got medals from the First World War. Look, Dad. He's like, oh, fuck the fucking bombs. I noticed the dress was all right, though. That's the bridesmaid. Ooh. Look at the new television. Ah, they're lovely, aren't they? Yes. We're going to sit here for 6 hours and we're going to watch the television. Later on, they got a real television. The kid realized he was being conned and having to sit in the laundrette forever with his mother. Have we ever been through that? Yeah, it's not good, is it? No. Strange smells, strange noises, and terrible, terrible terminal boredom as well. So this is something that they all used to do when I was a kid. My mother would do this. They all would do this. Was old ladies or people used to scrub their streets outside. Now it's covered in masks and dog shit. And that's what we're supposed to pay our council tax for the worst environment. It is so bad to walk around where I live, guys. I shit you not. It puts you off. I don't want to go out to walk on it. It's like all of it is tainted with shit. It's like I'd have to levitate to not be fucking tainted by shitness. So I can't stand to walk in it. Yeah. And I can see where they got that. You know, they're like, oh, well, we'll make it so unpleasant outside with masks and shit and rubbish that nobody will actually want to go out, and then they'll want to stay in any fucking way. This is the White City that I mentioned earlier. It's just a small city, stadium there in them days. We had the Olympics there and that. And this is what ladies used to do in the past. They used to shoot arrows and shit. Yeah. Nice 9mm Uzi. Here's some British people. Let's have a look at their jolly faces in beautiful HD colour. Nice mud flooder in the background. This is in the war. They all kept pigeons back then, Boarded up, case of bombs. But they braved it. Right. Is that a dude? Right, so what we got here? These are... What the fuck? Is that Quentin Crisp or something? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Is this in the war? Didn't you get executed? Or at least jail or something? What's this? Something very, very, very dodgy going on there, guys. I don't even know. I can't even make a final decision on what go on there. Sorry. Quentin Crisp just blew my mind with offensiveness, though. Jeez. Anyway, she turns up. Thank fuck for that. Oh, she looks lovely. Let's hope he's not a bastard to you, love. Fucking. Anyway, taking the sprogs. I'll dress him in sailor suits, get that Phoenician thing going on. Glad I never had a sailor suit. Ugh, even as a kid. And I was a sailor. So, posh kids. Nothing more vile. Here, common lady. How much for this? What is it exactly? It's flour. It fucking stinks, doesn't it? Yeah, woman thing. You smell funny. How much for this flour? It's 2 shillings 6pence levy for you. Oh, fuck off. We don't pay for anything. My dad's actually Asta. Have you heard of Asta? Poke it in the eye with a flower, Harold. So that is the mentality of jolly hockey sticks. Fucking aristocracy, elites, brats, twats, assholes. Oh, I wish I was a time traveler and I could be in that photograph right now. Oh, yes. Uzi 9mm. So here's Churchill. I never got to see Churchill. Shame, really. Yeah. And his husband, it looks exactly like a Phoenician. Fuck me, she looks like death warmed up, doesn't she? Yeah. Oh, Clementine. Apparently, she was into selling really dirty jokes, and used to just, he'd be too pissed to fucking care. Yeah. Jesus. So let's have a look at there's a windmill theatre here in the old Londonage. We got a nosh bar. Doesn't ring a bell, but I have been down here. I've never seen the windmill theatre. We'll look at some images later of Carnaby Street. Check him. Hang on. He's holding the ladder. Fuck me, 3 stories up. Woof. Better you than me, mate. I used to have to do painting 3 stories up in really windy days, and I used to shit my pants. Nobody footing my ladder. Fucking pray. Right, the Odeon, yeah. No Sleep Till, Hammersmith. Yeah, Motorhead. So we got playing. book now. Rick Wakeman, fantastic. Ultravox, mid-year, not really. Susie and the Banshees, loves me some Susie. Love a bit of Susie. Foreigner, I've been waiting for a girl like you. Hazel O'Connor, yeah, she was all right. Bit of Hazel. Breaking Glass and Ting. I think I've seen Hazel O'Connor. I think I might have seen Hazel O'Connor. I can't remember. Check this out, guys. This is the development or the evolution of Matrix films. Matrix 1, fantastic. Matrix 2, well, it's the shit now, isn't it? Fucking hell, I can't even watch it. You get to 4 and it's like, uh-oh, this is the development. This is where we've arrived at in 2022, guys. Yeah. Mudlarking in the Thames. There's a series on was in Channel 4 television where you could go mudlarking, and every time the Thames comes in and goes out, it literally leaves a shitload of antiquity, like Tudor stuff and all sorts, money, gold. They don't permit you to go down into the mud. You've got to ask permission to go mudlarking and give them finder's fees as well. But if you hit like a gold talk or something, you know, you could be rich. St. Paul's by there, look. Yummy Mummies in the 1960s. How times changed. Look how fucking trippy that is, yeah? This lady is taking her pram out with style. Yeah, it's like acid pram. As it should be. Proper fucking order too, innit? So Carnaby Street was a bit wicked. I used to go here when I was 16 because it was the only place you could get decent clothes. I used to buy all my basically there was a shop called The Last Resort, which was a mud flood cellar, but I could only get my basically my Ben Shermans and my red tags and my two-tone clothes. You couldn't get in Cardiff at that time because it was really early on. I was like always before my time and shit. So we used to go here on a Saturday and buy our skin clothes. But it's always been like a fashion centre. And in the 1960s, they literally fitted, a foam floor. So they had spongy like floor. So it was all like pretty trippy, spongy floor on Carnaby Street. So it was the fashion place. Famous pop stars would walk down there on Saturdays. Also along the King's Road. But Carnaby Street was a fashion place. This guy, he owned a shop on Carnaby Street. Did a fortune on clothes. Man shop and bought himself a roller and used to just park it outside. It's time for enterprise and fashion and pop stars like Jerry and the Pacemakers and Herman's Hermits comes up in a minute. The mod mail, where if you're a mod, you get your clothes. Better times, you ask me, all of it. Free lifts to Carnaby Street. Stop me and I'll take you to Take 6. Free lifts. He's got like a free taxi on Carnaby Street. It's got war on his registration plate, though. Oh, I never made shop. I never used to shop in Mates. Never Mates. There's Herman's Hermits trying on a titfa. A titfa is a titfa hat. It's a trilby he's trying on. Herman's Hermit. You know him. And there's outside gear. Check out the 60s people. So this is 66, 67. So I was sort of around. I came along in 67. So I was still alive. I was wombing it. See this, John Lord. I literally got fucking hit because of John Lord. I know it sounds nuts, but I had, when I was in school, I had American combat jacket, flight jacket. And it was made by John Lord. And I had John Lord on the arm. And the headmaster grabbed hold of me really hard on my arm, like probably bruised me as well, guys, yeah? Started scruffing me. He said, what did I tell you, Leaker, about wearing fucking badges? Right up in my face. I said, sir, it's sewn in to make of the jacket. But he was too fucking retarded to get it. Like, he literally just ragged me around for 10 minutes because of not having a badge, because it was a make of the jacket. And he was too fucking stupid. They got him in, my headmaster, from he was in a, basically, a Scrying centre before they brought him. They brought him from a Borstal to my school to try and, trying to fucking make us behave and shit. But me behave and shit. The E-type jag. Yeah. It's a car. Willy is what an E-type Jag is. Got a Willy car. Lady Jane. I do not remember Lady Jane. So look at some 60s fashions. 66. Not much going on in Lady Jane in the old mini skirtage. So, what was his fucking name now? He was famous. Is that old Manfred Mann? Manfred Mann? I think it is. Anyway, he wears wigs. Yeah, that Brian Jones or the Stones that died, he was a bit of a fucking drip, wasn't he? He always had bags and shit, looked like death. And he was always like bad for humanity. So I take loads and loads of drugs. And ooh, some people were dressing like that. All right, it was a bit risky. Even look at her, she's like the shock of her. It's like that chick, who looks fantastic, by the way, has got no clothes on. She's actually chaining mail in it. Wow. I'm not so sure about the fucking top hat, though. She's all 6'3". Have a look. Okay, no, definitely that's a dude. That's a dude. Is that? Oh, this I'm not fucking cut out for this realm. It's all a bit weird for me. Right, look at this big old bastard chatting up the slim bit. Let's have a look. See how they used to dress? Look at this. This is like female in the old days. Look, when they looked like females back in the day. Look, yeah, little fucking pleated tweed skirts and shit. Yeah, how times have changed. So look at that dirty old bastard. He's like, look at that dirty. Do you know what that face says, guys? He's a dirty old bastard face. He's like, you're a pretty little girl, aren't you? Come this way often. Oh, she's thinking, God, you're a dirty old bastard, ain't you? He's not impressed. Should kick him in. Fucking chatting your missus up, mate. Kick him in the fucking shin, a big old bastard. Look at Tom Jones here. See, he has women throwing their underpants at him, and he's Welsh as well. And he's a sort of living legend. He ain't fantastic in the same way Flat Earth British is, because he does like Tavistock fucking shit. No, there's John Lord, look. Got me fucking beat up. His stupid badges sewn into his stupid jackets. Ooh. So look at these London people. Wow, they are really, really trendy, aren't they? Hey, stop looking at her like that. It's like fantastic. I know, guys. Reality can be. Ooh, very British that one is, isn't it? Look at that Carnaby Street till there. Cool. I bet that'd be worth a fucking mint if that still existed now. Oh, he was a pop star too. He was, oh, fucking hell. Oh, my Brian today. But he's trying on some cool Sergeant Peppery type of clothes. There it is. Carnaby Street with a spongy floor. You could like literally bounce along on. It's taken up now. They ripped it up. It's not there anymore. They thought it was too nice. Don't have spongy floors in the modern day. What the fuck do you want for these people? They're not that nice. Right. Hope you're all happy there in chat. We're going to do some fantastic picks of the day now. Okay. And have a think about some mud flood stuff, funny stuff, and all Flat Earth British stuff. Please make sure to share this out if you could. Some of my friends are still there. I'm on my own, yeah, and I don't know if there's anyone there. Because you've all disappeared. I could be talking to my fucking self. I'm not. You're all there. There's actually nearly 800 of you there and 100 odd in the other chat. There's 900 of you there. Sorry, I'm not. Hi, Capilocious. I am with my friends. Yes, the young ones you did spot. We're going to talk about the young ones very briefly. I was going to be telling the Americans about how they can totally enrich their existence by watching the young ones. Okay, we will talk about this, Arwin, along the way. What's this one done? It's under one of those like bandstands, but it looks like Asian fucking architecture. It's a bell, isn't it? Of sorts. Definitely think the bell. Whom the bell tolls. There ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. So, Killing Joke, brilliant band. Kill, 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 kill. Paul. Radiohead. They present their words of the band like this on one of their recent tours. Rad, Io, Eid, and the names of ancient gods. They know exactly what they're doing, and with their lyrics as well. So yeah, Alvedas, he's in chat right now. Sent these of Edinburgh. And I tell you what, I'm buzzing looking at this, guys. I'm super duper looking forward to going to Edinburgh. Check that out. God, look at the stonework there. So thanks for sending these. You've sent me hundreds of them. Look at that up there as well. Oh, fucking hell. I'll be mud flood wetting myself. Oh, God. So Edinburgh Castle is supposed to be built on top of a volcano. Yeah. Again, it looks like slag. It looks like mining. But it was a star fort. I've got a lead atlas from 1733. Which clearly shows that this thing's on a star fort. These are star fort bits. Proper star forty as well. It is Edinburgh Castle. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. Why, are you from the tax? No. Yeah, I am. And they got this memorial thing. I can't wait to take a look at all this stuff. This Mick Jones here, guys. Out with a clash. Oh, Joe Strummer's dead now. But Mick's still with us. I seen him, Mick. Big Audio Dynamite. He was playing with them and they were fantastic. They were, yeah, I was mates with the bass player who was a dread. Sorted him out. He was wicked. Mick, I never got to talk to. I was asking if I could go and meet him and shit, but Mick didn't like weed. So check this out. There's no like narrative behind it. It's just trippy, isn't it? You see a face or thing like that, isn't it? Plus like skin bits. Isn't it weird? So look at this. Pigs love to sunbathe as well with the chicks. You pig, you. Yeah, you are a pig. Look at his eyes. Do you know that little slanty eyed saying? He's saying, you gel. Eat your heart out, suckers, is what that fat pig's saying. Oh, this is trippy, isn't it? Look at this. Contrast of white and black. They do it on purpose. It's to fuck with your Brian. So Whiting's on there, just going to massively fuck with your Brian. Now, this guy's interesting to me. So he's going through like bins, because there's good shit in bins. And he's like got the intelligence to, fuck me, this looks really interesting. Have a read of what he's found. Says a lot, doesn't it, really? All right. There's good shit in skips. Not that I go around lifting them up, but skips are good. I've got some good shit. Look at this for Kung Fu. Yeah. I'm like that. I got pamphlet reflex. I dodge shit and chuck shit quick in response as well. I catch that cattle. She wouldn't even see it fucking coming. Look at this, Antiquitech. Somebody you may know. Nice touch, nice touch. Somebody you may know. Oh, quality thinking. I've done exactly the same myself. I was praying that the window didn't come slamming down like in an Exorcist film and smash through legs in a very unkind way. What's she reading? Rebecca something mother. It's a female book. Looks like Island, that wall. I don't even know why I think that. Oh my God, this is if you are a globe believer, this is the effects of what it would actually be like living in, say, Addis Ababa, or halfway around their weird ball, or where it would be sideways rather than upside down. So near the equator. Okay. Maybe you're in Ecuador. Okay. Yeah. That is the effect you would have. Yeah, you would be hanging on. And it would be spinning at like a squillion miles an hour. Yeah, 10 things that have never been said. Whoa, look what I can see. What? Earth curvature. Yeah. Another thing that has never been said. I got tickets for Kenny Rogers' concert. I know, stupid. Another thing that's never been said. Okay. I could fuck up Bruce Lee. No, that's not, Martin, that's not been said ever. Okay. Right. If me, yeah, you, but I'm cute and lovely. No, you're not. You're a little madam. Now, if you don't dance properly, I'm going to tie your feet up even tighter later. Oh, don't do that. Don't tie my feet up. Dance properly. So yeah, Barrelinas are fucking evil. It binds their feet and they go on like bastards at little cute kids. There's me, 1950s. Fuck 'em. Mama wants to have a piss. You'll have to wait until we get home, love. No, fuck it, man. I'm having a piss now. You can't. There's people everywhere. I don't give a shit, man. Oh, it will come, and I wouldn't give a shit. I'll piss anywhere. I don't give a fuck. So these old ladies are having a culture shock. Welcome to San Francisco of 20 whatever year. She's like, oh, bloody hell, love. Maple. She's nudging her. She's like, oh, I was never like that when I was a young woman. Let's check out the doodages. Yeah, no, man, it's just not fucking. You're just not making it as he's even Chinese. I think what you should do is probably cyanide. No, that would be unkind. Probably just have a discussion with yourself. Look at that giant cat, guys. Yeah, it was photographed in the streets of I don't know, Lisbon. Nah, it's not. It's perspective. Yeah, he's a sad fuck when he's not in the back cave and touching Robin in an appropriate nature, or appropriate, considering whoever you are. If you're a superhero, apparently it's a norm. So I'm finding out from Iron Man. He sits on his own playing with his cherry. Nobody likes Batman. I don't like Batman. I don't like Batman. I don't like Spider-Man. Thor rocks. Thor's fucking wicked. Yeah, I like Thor. Thor's wicked. Check that lady. 100 years difference. She hasn't changed that much. I love her. She's lovely. Old people make me feel really sad, like I want to actually vomit, though, because I know that they're like, you know, fucking worm bait, innit? Yeah, this is how you get to work. I've gone to work like that back in the day, guys. Reading a book without a care in the world of the rain and the traffic that could kill you at an instant. What happens if he breaks? You know, that's really good balancing on that chick's front. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay. Now, remember I said that I'm quite a broad-minded person. And, you know, whatever happens behind closed doors is your business. Again, I don't think this is cool. But having said that, I reckon this kangaroo can really turn on a sexy champ. Hi, Sheila. Oh, you're handsome. Hi, Sheila. What are you doing later? Do you fancy a bit of tucker? I'll take you for a nice Barbie. Yeah? You fancy a nice little Barbie, nice little rub later? Huh? Oh, you're so dreamy, Kanga. Yeah, I am. I'm an handsome bastard. I can see that. It's that little dimple on your cheek, like a film star. You are. Yeah, I am. I am, Sheila. Oh, I think we're going to get on just fine. I think we too, Kanga. See what I mean? It's obscene, isn't it? Weird world. That's a nice selfie. Big smiling horsage. We'll see the rest of your family later, horse. See, this is a dickhead. This is what a dickhead is. He's doing that deliberately, putting his fingers up. Yeah. I think, you know, you should be like basically excluded from the male population of the realm, whoever you are, because you're really annoying to my Brian. This is what I want to do. Catch an elephant. This little girl's catching an elephant. The elephant's like, I love this girl. She's going to catch off an elephant. Catch is hug, if you're confused what words I just say it. The EBs. The EGs. Yeah, don't have the EGs on E. Haven't slept for fucking 3 weeks. I'm going to have to come down sometime. Not yet. The genius is just coming. The EGs. Staying high. There she is, Susie. Susie Sue. Of Susie and the Banshees. Some people said she was a dude. I don't think they'd done that shit in 1977 punk rock scene, if I'm honest with you. And it's Susie Sue, Susie and the Banshee. Spellbound. No, she's a chicken. Fully vaccinated. I ready to date again. Now, somebody did mention 3-breasted ladies, and I said that I had evidence that this was the case. Apparently, it's not all bad. Although I wouldn't. A female with a mask on is the nastiest thing this man can think of. Okay, instantly, it's like, Okay, it just disappears. It's like, yep. So this is brilliant evidence for mud flood, and it's a Mexican church. Okay, beautiful ornate doors, and the earth mud comes up to these bits here. Can you see? Yet in the modern day, they're exposed. So they're there. So at least that bit has been dug out of the front of this chapel in Mexico. Quite a bit as well from the front. So there it is. It's been added to, but the middle bit is Phoenician facade, and it was covered in mud. And they are in the modern day dugout. Okay, that thing was buried in a lot of mud. Ka-ching. Trampoline for sale, only used once. There's a new kind of retarded in the realm, though, so that doesn't make it. That makes perfect sense to me. In retard, yeah, of course it does. So, why am I looking at them? Because these cooling towers, you may have seen them all over the British countryside. They're massive, but they do resemble these on this German castle. So I'm sort of wondering, is that what was really going on? Is this thing was a device, and these were some sort of acoustic cooling towers? Because this is how these cool, by the way. They are acoustic cooling towers. They use acoustic sound to cool, surprisingly. So maybe. So this was a Bible from the Balkans from, I think, 1500. I do have the date written down somewhere. And what you do see is a black Christeth on here. In fact, it's got like 3 faces, like what you see with Krishna, the multiple faces. So there's the Queen starting a shift. Unfortunately, her hologram's coming undone. She needs to have more adrenochrome. They'll have an endless supply of Chinese adrenochrome, their favourite, very soon. Ooh, Stiffy and Stiffy. Let's have a close examination of this. It's not gone to bud yet. Yeah, it have. All right, it's budded. I would have left that a bit longer, though. It looks like first run myself. So obviously she doesn't want to contaminate the crop, so she gets off all of her cloves. Oh. See, there are things in reality that are fucking fantastic, guys. Right there. 2 of the best things in this reality. In fact, the only 2 fucking fantastic things in this reality. Wouldn't you say? Except for the thing inside of here. You know, the female Brian, for example. Which I'm not over the moon with at all at this moment in life. Just saying. Oh, the Gocciatella Festival. I think it's the festival of your dreams. It might be mine, maybe. Oh, let's have a look at the fictitious festival. Who might play? Bauerhaus. Oh, yeah. Gary Newman is fucking wicked these days. He's rocked it right up. It's all like heavy guitar and stuff. Sisters of Mercy, I've seen them. The Mission, they're not bad. Feels Nephilim, pretty good. Don't know the rest. Comedians, I know. Okay. So who's on the second day? The Cure. Seen them in Glasgow. Fantastic. Depeche Mode, as you know, one of my faves, but I've never seen them. Nick Cave. Fuck. Although he's like personal buddies with Satan. Yeah. You know, I'm not holding that against him. I still fucking love Nick Cave stuff. New Order. As I said, I watched them for 10 minutes in Glastonbury. They were too miserable for my brain. I fucked off and went and watched Doctor and the Medics instead. Human League, I'd love to see. I'd love the Human League. He was really clever, that Phil. I don't know. Everyone thought he was a fag because he had like girly hair, but he had like 6 kids and a missus. Ramstein, a diarrhea is what Ramstein. 9 Inch Nails are good. I like them. I don't know any of the others, I'm afraid, but I'm not really up with all of the newfangled music and the satanic cattiness of it all. So that's what goths are into, depressing stuff like that. Or hair hanging down in Human League are not goth. So there you are. There's other things you might see in Himalayas or mountain ranges, coupled with the mining. Is the Lichtenberg fractal burning path, which we showed you umpteen times on Flat Earth British over the years as a evidence for electrical discharge, plasma discharge on the realm everywhere, coupled with what I think is mining. How to live with a huge penis by Michelle Obama. What? What? Apparently it's known. Yeah. One of them Epsteiners, what's her name? Joan Rivers, before she pretended she was dead. I come out with it all. About Michael's appendage. Check this building out for freakiness. So it's a house, which looks a bit buried because it's got half arches. And you got all of this holy what the fuckness going on top. One in red brick. Keeps on going. Guess it looks like some sort of granary, maybe. But it's one of the most unusual buildings, like, going. Landing platform for a balloon airport, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Difficult to say. It's pretty good, though. Me Slag. Okay, moving on. Oh, yep. It's a dictator. What? Yeah, rude vegetables are always funny. There used to be a program with Esther Ransom, who was like a bit sinister, on the telly years ago. And they had this terrible program on. And the highlight is they had this guy, and he used to show you rude vegetables at the end of every show, because that was their funniest bit. Yeah, I'm better than BBC. I'm better than HTV and Channel 4. I bet they're eating their hearts on. So I made you special something. It's got a fuck off pie. Yes, 1 cup of no one cares. And a dash of kiss my ass. Add some fuck yous and a pinch of blow me and stir and shove it up your ass. Okay? Not you guys. That's for them. Okay, I think I made myself clear there. Good. Mudflood. This is in Seattle when they moved everything, apparently. But they've, like, the roads shifted here. This was originally like road level, but you still see a door. Can you see a door going in the side? And you see a door going in the front here as well. So all of that was hidden below mud level, and has been exposed by the shifting of Chicago. This glacier, the carves, I'm sure you're aware of glacier carving. We see it on YouTube. It makes tremendous sound, and a big chunk falls into the water, sometimes causing many mini tsunamis. This one's leaching blood. All right. It could be iron related, iron oxide, understandably. But it really does look like the glacier is bleeding. It's bleeding. He's crying. Yuck, hippie shake. He's crying. So this is a photograph of what looks like, I thought it was an air balloon, but I think it could be something hanging off of something, and they've just made it look like it's going through the sky. If so, if it is real and it is going through the sky, whoa, what the fuck is it? And what the fuck is this thing with this happy looking thing on it? Difficult to determine that one. We showed the rest of the shot to find out if it was just something hanging off of where they're sitting, if you know what I mean. But it's got like a propeller on it. Oh, is that working? I don't know. How the Beaver Got All Wet by Randy McNally Elf Book. How did you get all wet, Beaver? I live in the water. Oh, yeah, that makes perfect fucking sense, actually. I should have thought of that. See this? Vampire killing kit, guys. Everyone should have one. So what do you need for vampire killing? Vampires a thing? I think so. I think there's vampires, and I think just like in Interview with a Vampire, yeah, I know it's got Mandela affected, hasn't it? I think that's a really sinister film, pure dodgy as fuck, with Brad Pitt and that kid. But I think it's real. I think they could probably live like time after time, vampires. So what you need to fuck one up in the mirror to check if they're in the reflection. A mallet to drive that stake in. Okay. Apparently, if you wave across a Jesus of them, they poo themselves garlic. But I've seen vampire films when they just like don't give a fuck about Jesus stuff. They're like, yeah, that's supposed to scare me, whatever, and throw it. The powerful ones. This is in Telegraph Road in London. It's a famous studios, and all left to rack and ruin by the look of it. But look at that for quality studio room. Imagine having that apartment in there, guys, all that light flooding in. Oh, cool, you'd have a good grow on when you check the railings. All mud flooded. Front door down there as well. All the raised second story front door. But beautiful studio. I bet they're massive inside. But it's crazy it left to rack and ruin, isn't it? So, look, right, Tony has been cottaging a long, long time. Meet his first boyfriend, Sherry Blair. Now, is Sherry a little schoolboy in this photograph? Why she got that such disturbing look on her face? Yeah, her eyes are like, I've just arrived in this place. I don't know where I am, what I am, who am I, what am I doing here? Sort of buzz going on. Or it's had a look of fear. I got told some stories about old Sherry Blair by my friends, I believe it. But yeah, these are a highly dubious couple. They may be smiling, but underneath, they're actually demons. Both. Right. They used to have burlesque in the Windmill Theatre in London, that one I just showed you in the old days. So, a good idea, right, is get a job in a Windmill Theatre in this day, pretend you're gay to get in and help these women do dressing. Yeah. They don't know Nickers Neff. It's freaking brilliant. That would be an epic plan. That would definitely not work. I don't think that would work. Check this out. So the initiation ritual for 33-degree Mason involves a little boy bride. I shit you not, a little boy bride. Look at them all smiling. That boy looks highly worried. So yeah, to be a 33-degree Mason, apparently you need a little boy bride. Nothing going on with them. This is a microscopic image of, can anyone guess? A microscopic image of, can anyone guess what these are? Unusual structure, can anyone guess in chat what these are? No. Anybody guessing? Well, close to it is sugar. Yes, it's sugar. It's salt. That's sugar. So it just looks very, very straight edge. And I could probably put a ruler on there and just mention it's a perfect cube, guys. Nature's making straight edges, perfect cubage. So, well done, you. I missed your name. Yeah, salt. Was it? Krendler. Ah, the young ones. Forget about Mike. He was the boring one. Nobody even can remember Mike. Yeah. Now, see this hippie. This fucking hippie Neil. Yeah. He stinks. He's had the same underpants on since the 60s. Yeah. And this is Vivian, who's still a virgin. Okay. Neil, orange peel. This is your conscience speaking. This is Vivian, the punk rocker, who found a nuclear bomb in the room and tried to get Margaret Thatcher to buy it because he thought it was a good idea. And did what I did when I seen a nuclear bomb basically they had a interballistic missile in the National Space Centre at Leicester. So I was with Nathan Oakley at the time. So obviously the first thing you would do is start kicking it to see if the fucking thing would go off. So I kicked shit out of the nuclear bomb. Fuck all happened, obviously, because I'm sitting here now. And never enough fun. But if you haven't seen the young ones, watch the series Young Ones, especially the one with Motorhead or the one with Madness. Or Body Snatchers, that was a good one. Ooh, I only date flat earthers. I'm finding this because nobody can actually go out with I guessing the chicks are not going to look at a bloke with a mask on sideways because it just shows that he's a fucking pussy, probably gay. And the blokes, I can assure you, as soon as you she could look like fucking, I don't know, I can't think of a good looking woman. I don't know. Bo Derek, is that even a woman? See, I'm fucked. A good looking woman, okay. I just say Halle Berry, but somebody says she's a bloke, so I can't say that. Anyway, good looking woman. As soon as she's got that mask on, it's like she becomes invisible. It's like, what the fuck? So I'm guessing it's the same both ways. So the good thing is, okay, is that like increases the chances if you're thinking about it. Because once you meet somebody who's unmasked and both sides are unmasked, it's like ka-ching, ka-ching, twinkle, twinkle. Yeah. Line movement. And that's what happens. She's giving baby. She's giving a proud mother of a baby hush. Do you think that's unkind? So she's my friend. She said I could do it. No, she's not really. You better not be laughing. Are you laughing at this? I hope not. Why the long face? Anyway. So here's the Bee Gees, right? He's on Carnaby Street. Okay, he's just doing a record signing. Okay, we're super duper famous. Saturday Night Fever's not out yet. I'm going to go for my second tough job very shortly, extend them a bit, and check his girlfriends out in the 1960s. He's won something. He's won a golden award age. Look how many people have turned up for the Bee Gees. So. Still going to burn in hell, BG. You're the only one left. You're going to get it worse. The others, they're already on fire. Oh, no, it's Robin. He's fucking dead. Oh, sorry, Robin. You're already burning. Was Robin all right? No, he was just heroin addict, wasn't he? Oh, I get it all confused. They all look alike to me. See, Robin was a weird one as well. Life on the rocks ain't no big surprise. Give me some crystal meth and I'll tell you some lies. Is all I want to do. At first they say they love you. No, never. Didn't even like you, Neil. Yeah, you really love me. No, I never really liked you, Neil. Yeah, you really like me. No, Neil. Sorry, mate. He's sacked. Beauty. Extraordinaire. Look at this for beauty. Never mind the clothes. The whole thing. It's like a beauty colour explosion all in one Brian splatting psychedelic moment. Yeah. Splat. It's giving me a nice Brian feeling. So Lego have been watching Flat Earth British. They got on the Antiquitech theme. They just brought a new set of models out. I shit you not. They're doing Antiquitech buildings, complete with Antiquitech. Yeah. The boutique hotel, the new Lego model, is in fact an Antiquitech building, a mud flutter, because they've been watching Flat Earth British. Innit? Seen the appeal. Yeah, funny how many churches have lost their spires. These have lost their spires. Same for the Llandaff Cathedral where I am. I got told the other night, Malmesbury Abbey, and countless others have lost their spires. I think they got taken down. Then two are definitely missing. No doubt about it. Check that. I got hiccups. No. We got a fireworks going off outside. So chainmail around this, or chain, excuse me, because you've got ram raiders and all of the cars going round. Not. And a water feature outside the church. Curious. Oh, I love this. So he has nothing to eat, but when he got 2 lollipops, he gave one to the photographer. Look at them little eyes. So you got one. See? And you got nothing. I keep saying this all the time. Greed is the fucking fall of all of us. Wanting more. Glass coffins, will they be popular? Remains to be seen. Oh, well, I thought it was funny. I started to be free when I discovered that the cage was made of thoughts. Be careful what you think, guys. Be careful what you manifest into this reality. Think beautiful thoughts, beautiful experiences, good things. This is Squirrel Sniper, who's in chat right now, who basically carved this out yesterday for us and sent it in photographs for me. Thanks, Nathan. This is beautiful, mate. He's attempting to poison the photographer, Newsflammer. That's decidedly unkind. He's not. He's being a kind little lovely boy. It's not conspiracy and everything, but the lollipop could have been you know, spiked. Ooh. This is an Arab country, as you can see by the registration plate. Nowadays, they got to walk 10 paces behind, keep their heads down, not have driving licenses if they're in Saudi Arabia, and shut the fuck up already and cover your face up. Nobody look at you. Back in the day, it wasn't like that, though. Back in the day, it was all sultry. I'm going to sexy up on my car thing going on. But not anymore. Check this out, though. Remember I posted about fasces taking out Zeppelins in the past? I think it was the reverse case as well. In 1915, in Calais, Zeppelins were seen to be using energy weapons and destroying buildings. Also here, in the First World War, Great Yarmouth in England, I know this building, was set on fire by a beam coming out of a Zeppelin. Now, is this what happened to San Francisco and all the rest of them, guys? This is energy weapons. What we've been talking about. Fasces all along. 1914, First World War. Another fasces, another energy weapon of a Zeppelin burning a roof. Here, photographs of it happening. Zeppelins bring death and destruction into the very heart of London using not bombs, but beams, guys. Beams. Making cities in America, like Chicago, look like that. From Zeppelins, guys. Now, we discovered this 3 years ago by an article that stated the Zeppelins were being shot down from the skies over Paris in the First World War by use of fasces. Well, by them evidence and them photographs, I would say that the fasces were being used by the Zeppelins also. Brian Splat. I know. Here's another one. Germany's long arm feared by all England. This thing here was like the Graf Spee of the air, and it was feared in 1915 coming over. And there is what it would do in a depiction. Does that look like bombs to you? Or is it an energy weapon like what they're using in modern day to discombobulate and disintegrate anything under its path? It's the nature of an energy weapon. Mind blow. So fossilized mountain fragments looks exactly like a breastfeeding baby. It even gives you that nice warm feeling, even though you know it's rock. Weird. These are what I'm talking about. These greenhouses, all left to rack and ruin, guys. I've been in one myself, covered in antiquitech. Could these have really been incubators? Just put the babies in, you wouldn't even need them in a box because the whole thing's an incubator chamber. You know, special, hermetically sealed, or what they need. Oh, it's a really, really good idea, whoever did suggest that. Thank you. So, I'm coming back. Oh, yeah. 881 of you, are you? How are you all doing? You having a good Saturday night tonight? Have you had fun? Have you had a giggle? What, are you thinking I was unkind? That lady looking like a horse who gave birth to a horse? Every time I think about it, it makes me laugh. I can't even look at it. I don't know. I showed it to my son and he's like, yeah, it's funny. He's like, but I don't think humor translates that. I don't think they'll find it funny. I find it very, very funny. Flat thumbs, love and magic to you all, guys. How fantastic you all are. Thank you for popping by on an epic Flatterday. We're coming up to the 3-hour mark now, right? So we won't have time for calls, but I'm going to come back in the week. Give you all a few shouts now for a bit. For more information. No, don't be la-la-la-ing anybody anytime soon, if you would, please, because that's definitely a cursage. I was looking into Petra as well. Is it possible, because it looks like it's been carved from wood, they actually mean petrified? That's what's called Petra, petrified. I don't know. We'll look at that again in the near future, but we have looked into Petra quite a few times in the past. So we're looking into The very distinct possibility, which I think is the case, that the dead are not really dead, guys. They just think they're dead because of this construct of fakeness that has convinced us, okay, the world is a certain way when it's not. Now, my mother died knowing the earth was flat. I'm super duper grateful for that. But how many people go to their graves thinking they're living on a spinning ball, expecting to be welcomed at the pearly gates for their goodness? Okay, what exactly are they expecting? What is their frame of reference on earth for what they're expecting in heaven? So is that lazing on a beach with a cocktail? What good aspects of earth can be translated to heavenness? Fucking none, because it's all wank and bullshit. All his minds in this place, they're talking about all of it is about us. We are it. Okay, we are the manifestors of this realm. This is ours. World is our oyster. Right. H, good to see you. Blah, blah, do what bollocks, bollocks, knock it on the head, leave it out. Greta, oh God. You can see the Satan in her face. Peter at the gate, says free press. Lobo as well. They will come back to the realm. Logan's Run, brilliant film. We need a flat thumb icon symbol. Flat thumb's growing. People, it's getting like really, really well known. Is flat thumb image. Okay, the holy flat thumb image. I don't even care. For fun, if you had your Brian blown at any stage. Anyway, so we follow that by the prospect of this piece. Definitely 100% to me. My Brian's fixed. This is the case. That in First Earth, we were a quarry. And they fucking ripped this place apart. Like carnage there. And the evidence is there on the ground. Which I just showed you. Overwhelming, isn't it? I know. So, Lobo, good to see you. Gareth, Glenn Sketch, it's good to see you. Rocco, my brother. Liddy's in the house. Jenny's in the house. Julian's in the house. Mike is in the house. Good to see you. Rooster's in the house. SD's in the house. My friendly neighborhood Charles in the house. Andrew's in the house. Alva Billy's in the house. Adam Cookage, Yutakia, good to see you. Hi. Joseph Hamilton. And Hippie Shake. So yeah, buzzing about the convention, and if you don't know, tickets are now out for the tour and the convention. You'll find them in the descriptions box down below. In fact, I can do better than that. I can link it up to you directly here now. You can take a look at the website anyway. It's pretty fucking brilliant. And just link in the chat there. Actually, my internet's going off. So yeah, all of the dates, all of the plans, the itineraries, everything is being sorted, is in the process of being sorted. You will find out everything in the next week. It's all very, very exciting, guys. Okay, this is no better juice in UK this year. Okay, unless they come up with something better, or I come up with something better, which I doubt. So this is it. This is the juice. Are you coming? Okay, get on that jet plane, American people. Save up your cents. Come and see Flat Earth British. So Crystal Collins is hilarious. Well, we do have a giggle. We do have a little giggle. So, you know, if you are religious, I'm not taking a piss out of religion or anything. I just don't do religion. See this lady, a Korea Squirrel? 3 hours flew by. It's like 1 second. She's lovely. This beautiful lady, Laurie. She's awful kind to me. Missy. Much love, Laurie. Thank you so much. Jewish Samaritan. Samir. Steve, who thinks Rona might be real. Don't worry, they all do. Arctic Void, they keep mentioning it like it's a thing. It does my head in. Kunzi, John Wayne, good to see you. Sam, you'll get it. They'll get it. That nothing happened. Okay, HZ, Salty Dog, set the realm changed over and over again. Fractal breakoffs. And fucking many. I don't even know where the original timeline is anymore. It's just fucked up. William Wallace, good to see you. Reg Cap, good to see you, my brother. Thank you for the chat earlier, David. Gretch, Cavalocious, and Winage. Right. I'm going to be going very shortly. And I will be back in a day. I won't be leaving it a week. I was going to come back Wednesday, but as I said, I've been really, really busy with organizing stuff and Brian stuff issues. Matters, going to see you up in Scotland land. Looking forward to that. Been a lifetime since I've been in Scotland. So you're ready for Flat Earth British. Alva Billy, Martin Allen. You have no idea, have you? Slim pickings. We made the magic happen. Damn, my mind is still blown from the Zeppelin death race. Pretty shit hot stuff, eh? When I kept that to the end, I thought we'd have a big splat for the end. I like to do that. Beginning to end. Thanks, man. Okay. JT's happy. Hope to meet you up someday soon as well, my brother. Think he's might go. Capalocious. Oh, thanks, mate. Really cool. Binary as well. Dallas. Much love, Dallas. Smear, much love. Vibes. Much love, lovely. Smashing show. I'm glad you all appreciate it. It makes me happy to deliver a good experience for you all. That's my satisfaction. That's what makes me happy. If I do a bad show, I'll literally beat myself up for days. It's like, that was crap. They all said it was fantastic, but it wasn't as good as I want. But I'm quite satisfied with this. This has been a classic FEB experience. Thank you. David? No, don't want to get all sentimental now. Mental. Yeah. Bandana, lovely. Robbie's in the house. So any YouTubers, any famous YouTubers, you'll watch me. I'm talking to chat. We had a fucking all-star cast in the chat for Wednesday or the other day. Sacred geometry creating frequencies that protect cathedrals. They always seem to be the only building survived in wars. Well, that's if the, like, you know, bomb a command, like in the case of Cologne, bomb everything except for that. Same story for St. Paul's Cathedral. Everything around it gone except for the cathedral itself. They said some deacon outed the ascendaries that landed on the roof. Bullshit. Fucking, they wouldn't do shit. Too busy fucking sniffing on cowboys. Chris, at least if you were a nun and you joined the clergy, you know, at least you know you're going to be safe, even if you was like a really sexy nun, right? Suspenders and all that nun. They ain't going to touch you. You'll be perfectly fine. They ain't going to look at you. Alex, Sunny in the West, Alice. Taffy Ducks, good to see you, my friend. Liddy, and the magical, beautiful, lovely holistic media, who's India, who makes all this fantastic videos and stuff for Flat Earth British people, for you lot. And she loves the community, and we love her right back. Thanks, India. Right then, I got to move on. Because you do hear of this, but you need to watch Flat Earth British to be like literally informed about what's happening in anything in the realm. It is crazy. So much love to you all. Logan Drun. Anybody here now in chat, say goodbye. Okay. Flat thumbs. Much love to you all. So Alva Billy saying ciao. And Matt Moore saying boom. There'll be more to come later. I'm going to talk about this fasces and that later. And it's more evidence that they were doing this. It's really, really powerful evidence, guys. 500 likes. Make sure to like. Okay. Please click that bell to get notified, because only X amount, you know. The fact is 45,000 should have been notified that I was going live. Did you see 45,000 in my chat? So not many are going through, are they? So if you click the bell, apparently it helps, but yes. Determinable. So there's Moonbeam Mitch I'm going to meet. We're all so excited here in the UK. Jade was like, "Oh, we're going to look after Moonbeam Mitch." No shit. We're going to show her Britain, real British people. Fantastic time. Best people you could ever met in Britain. I'm going to show you that. Trees of Grace. Flo, I'm going to see you in Glastonbury. Oh, big, lovely Flo hug. Oh, they're awesome. So I'm all excited already, are you? Life is what you make it. Can't sit around waiting for people to do shit. You got to do it yourself. You know that, guys? Get off your butt and go and make things happen. Go to a Flat Earth British thing. Okay? Meet other people. Yeah? You may meet somebody like non-mask. Fall in love and stuff. This shit happens on Flat Earth British stuff. You know that? Yeah, that's got you tempted, hasn't it? Genius. Madeline, good to see you. Queen, Green Queen. You never know. Martin Magic Love and stuff. Things happen. Neolina and lovely Laurie. Love the giant hugs too. We'll meet again next Flatterday. We'll hopefully come back soon. I've got 4 channels and I'm going to be putting adverts up right through the week. Keep an eye on. I'll keep you updating on the fantasticness on Flat Earth British. Everything to expect in the next few weeks. End of the month. It's the 30th today, which means Tuesday is February. Okay. End of next month. It's on. It's on. Starting Cardiff. Look up Tantric Says. That's not tantric. It's tantric, isn't it? Yeah, it's bullshit, mate. Yeah, Sting said he was into it with his weird wife man thing. All it means is like strangling. No, it's not that one, is it? I don't know. It's bullshit, mate. Free press. Don't need any of their silly wankness. Anyway, doesn't work like that. Anyway, people love one another. Logan's Run, Alva Billy, and Chris Duggan, and Nathan Arms, and Lutu, and lovely Russian person. Is ONG, like, oh my God, in Russian. Oh my God. That's Britannia. Liddy, Hugh, we love Russia. We always don't, they don't go and stupid have no, they won't have any fucking wars. You're all on the same side anyway. I bet Putin's on the phone every night to fucking Biden sniffing hair videos or something. Julian, Cliffage, this is my favorite sniffing hair video. This is my niece. I sniffed her hair. I sniffed her hair too. Sort of that thing going on. They're hair sniffers, isn't they? Yeah. She uses Vozine. Mine uses Head and Shoulders. Cheech McDuck. Oh, they're going to drop a Mohab on me now in a minute. I can hear the B-52s above me now. All right, I might have got away with it. They got a sense of humor. They're probably like, he fucking go Brandon's anyways. He's fucking writing Mongo and he don't know shit about shit. HZ, Adam, he's not even real anyways. He's fucking HG. He's CGI. He's not even real. Mo Sampson, peace, my homies. My homies, peace to my lovies. Okay. That was beating off street there. Tommy. Lost that Mel. And ciao. Next calls next week, Manny. Okay, you can talk. Come do a call. But next week I want new callers, so other people get a chance. Because I noticed my last telephone call-ins, every one of them were repeaters. Although I'd love to talk to you all, Bob, Rockrill, Maniage, but we need some other people. Look who's here, Vividness. Guess whose birthday it is today? I was supposed to have shouted you at the beginning of the show, and I got it written down on the bottom of my paper. So, Viv, happy birthday, lovely. Okay. Or Vividness. It's nice, isn't it? Well, we say if so all day in Flat Earth British realmage, because it's all mind control. So, Polyester, Aurora, Lizzo. Happy Slags to you as well, Lizzo. That's nice. Happy Slags. Lee, God, you've been here since the beginning. So isn't it incredible how quick 3 hours can go? I know. Anyway, Claire Wing, William, Rock Lobsters, classic. B-52 is one of my favorite all-time bands. I just get a certain buzz. They are literally fantastic. Fucking love B-52s. Genius experimental music. Isabel, I said that vibes. All right, then I'm going. See you soon. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Do 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 do. I was playing Curtis Mayfield's "Move On Up" earlier. It was an inspirational song that is to play, guys. Move on up to your destination. You might find sometime it's the wrong location. I can't remember. I have to look them lyrics up. I know it's very, very thought-provoking. Anyway, I'm going to fuck off because I've gone on a mind thing again. Zalage, much love to you, my brother. I know I got to go. All right then. See you soon. Peace and love, and be good. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you on the next one very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all them groovy YouTube things.